Okay. Take it away, Bat.
Well, hello everyone. Those who is watching, those who may be watching. Welcome to another episode of the Fiend's Brain. Today, as always, we are joined by our wonderful players. Players, would you please introduce yourself?
I am your lovable round one Delta playing Plato, who, well, we'll see where they ended up today. I've been mostly keeping myself out of the loop beyond a few in there. Uner, come on. Oh.
Oh, it's me next? Okay. Hi, I'm Ionair. I'm playing this dude. This is gonna be entertaining.
Brett.
I'm sure it will.
I'm Brett, playing Lucas. Big bunny transforming like the guy.
Hi, I'm Shovel, and I'm playing Cracker, and Cracker's a bitch.
So sassy.
I mean, whatever feels. Yeah. Today, the episode 6, Neverwinter's least want. I thought very hard on this episode name, so loud.
I'll go ahead and transition over. 1, 2, 3.
Good for you.
Right, smart ass.
Pride Month. Oh yeah, because we're having this session in the middle of the Pride Month, today's episode is a musical, so I hope everyone have rehearsed out their songs that I have sent to
You
you
give
via
me no
email.
fucking script.
Well, have you checked your spam folder? You have a very interesting part of
You don't
singing
go
while
to
running away
spam.
from
You're
the
my
car.
boyfriend. I got you on my spam filter removed.
Well, no.
I'm gay! Yes, I'm gay! Yeah, we're gay! There you go.
Thank you for your input. Hey, at least someone have learned their lines today.
I'm still waiting on the email.
Mm. I mean, if you haven't received it, I wonder who did.
Clearly, it was only I.
Alright, you take over all the songs today then.
Okay, but I didn't have enough time to memorize all of them.
It's alright, nobody can see you using prompt yet.
Am I allowed to sing pussy?
God damn
Yeah, what now?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I mean, usually people sing with their mouth, but if you're more comfortable this way,
That's
don't
not
let me
quite
stop you.
what I meant.
Well, what else is supposed to mean then?
It's a song called Pussy.
I see how Pride Month words. What do they mean?
Listen.
Where was I?
Clearly
Right.
derailed.
Who here is brave enough to tell us what happened last time in the brief details?
I volunteer, Cracker.
Oh, come on. Wait, make Delta do it. Delta doesn't even know.
I'm busy trying to live edit the fucking chat going, so that way it's also reviewable in the property. Oh wait, that's right. I know how to. Nope. This one. There. No. This one. There we go. That's how you get the culling.
Alright, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what happened? Okay, hold on. I keep laughing.
It's alright. Take a breather.
Cracker's being cracking up.
All right. All right. Okay, so we got blown out of the sewer from the last episode. The sewer blew us, so
Phrasing!
so we get taken to jail, and Plato was too hurt after that, so he went to the hospital, and we're all in jail, and they start to question us, but they don't know the Zoog is there because the Zoog was in my coat, and the Zoog goes invisible, and we run into a fancy guard lady. She questions us. We are really rude to her. Correction, I'm really rude to her. And the Zoog spawns. Bird flaps around, distracts guards. We get out. We all are. Wait, no. Bunny goes bunny. I go invisible with the book, and then we sneak out, and we find an alleyway. It's nighttime, and we fight a bunch of red gremlins that are flying, and we meet fancy fox dude who smoked pipe, and he blow crack and vape clouds, and we kill all the fancy freaking gremlins with a fly, and the gremlins die, and they all turn to dust, and then the pipe dude goes away, and we all go to bed.
Did you turn
Thanks,
into a
Rochelle.
redneck hillbilly?
What do you mean I've been this way?
The way you summarized it.
You asked me to.
Maybe this is why.
No.
You have just signed up as permanent recaller.
Yeah, this was the last session ended with you sleeping in the back alley. Very comfortably so. With the wanted status. Would have been such a great time to leave the city. Alas, you still have things to do here. Come on, move them up. There we go.
Sparkly.
Not here. After a tough battle, thankfully the rest of your sleep does go uninterrupted. So you all get the benefits of the long rest.
Okay.
As so finally comes the morning. No special effects. Oh, actually, right, we did have the map for the back alley. Where was it?
It's taking its time to load.
I wonder why. Alright, at least everyone but Delta have loaded. I think.
There he goes, finally.
Mm-hmm.
There now, chat is a little bit more legible.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Yeah, thankfully it wasn't raining fire, it just the sun. I'm rising up to wake you all up. So what do? Waking up in the smelly dark alley. Oh, not so dark by now. Mediumly lit alley. What do?
Well, I'm pretty sure Zhao was taking the last watch with help from the owl. And if the others aren't awake yet, he's probably gonna go annoy them.
You know, lick their face off.
No, he's gonna touch them with his weird tentacles.
Oh, that's even worse.
Sure, whom would you like to wake up first?
Probably Lucas, because I feel like Lucas isn't gonna punch him.
So how does it look?
Lucas just has all these little weird, long, slightly wet tentacles from the Zoog's nose, just kind of creeping around on the side of his face and neck, trying to make him wake up.
I feel like if something tried waking Lucas up like that, he'd be grabbing it and chucking it. Like, I don't.
Well, it's better than being
That doesn't
punched,
seem
I
like
suppose.
I mean, if that's how he wakes up.
So yeah, Lucas does wake up to the caress of the outwardly tentacles. How does it make him feel?
So, like, as he's still half asleep and he would be grabbing at whatever, like, what's that? And just grabbing it and to chuck it as he wakes up to and opens his eyes. Before he even opens his eyes, he'd be trying to grab whatever it is, chucking it off of him.
You know, if you pull him off of you with his tentacles still trying to grab, they're gonna grab his hand instead.
I see the face hugger style.
Kinda.
So the scene is like that. The Lucas tries to peel off the Zook off his face while the tentacles of the Zook hold onto the sad face.
What a violation.
Which is quite a picture because I can imagine such commotion would wake up Cracker for this scene to be seen.
You are literally right next to me. So
So all of this happens right next to you. What do you do?
I'm gonna wake up too because of the noise, and I'm gonna immediately reach for the dagger under my head and stand up in a fighting pose, and then see whatever the frick they're doing.
It's very hard to tell. It's either fighting or a very strange way to kiss. I guess the stench of the alley does get people going.
Because of push to talk, you can't hear how much I'm laughing, but I'm laughing hysterically. Anyway, so Zhao's gonna be like, "Good morning."
He tries to chuck you again.
Oh,
You're gonna end up with a prehensile tail wrapped around your arm if you keep it up.
step up. I said that's a step up.
Hmm.
I'm not here. I should be making too much commentary.
So now you stand like that, or well, in that case, let's see. Your little brawl is just ever so slightly interrupted, as you can hear some commotion from out of the alley to the right of you. It sounds like shouting, many people running clad in the iron armor, as well as some somewhat familiar sounding huffing. And after the cartoonishly sliding sound, you suddenly see a familiar dragonborn making his way into the alley. To give you the background of what happened, Delta.
Mm-hmm.
So after you regained your consciousness at the hospital, they explained the situation to you and tried to arrest you. Especially on behalf of your friends, accomplices, escaping the jail. So there was only one good solution to this, which is to run, which you are very good at.
40 feet of movement with an easy dash that can be doubled up on? Yeah, no. They can't really catch me.
Exactly. So it took jumping out of the hospital window and running away through the city streets until you finally find an alley you can hide in. And look, such a coincidence, your friends are there, which currently Lucas is trying to peel Zook off his face.
I'm not going to question what proclivities you got into while I was occupied, but face.
Well, I guess we don't need to rescue you now.
Speaking about that, what even happened? There was a bang, dampness, and I woke up in a hospital. And they
It's
were
your
trying
fault.
It's your fault.
to. Couldn't have. Luck
I
of the
wasn't in
booze
there,
always.
so it's your fault. And Lucas just kind of like gestures broadly to all three of you. I wasn't in there, so it's your fault.
I was nowhere near the buttons and lever.
Button. Oh. Okay, well, it's their fault they didn't label them properly, okay? What was I supposed to do?
Not press all of them at the same time.
Listen, desperate times call for desperate measures.
Didn't you know pressing all three buttons universally activates the secret self-destruct mode?
Well, apparently, yeah, that's what it did, considering the entire sewer line blew up. Apparently. Oh, that's what one of the
It takes a
ramblings I heard.
screenshot.
Hot in the act, 4K. The unfortunate thing is that while I was blessed that they didn't have guards looming over me for the moment I woke up, the guards definitely don't like me, and I'm certain, like, so, problem is, and he looks at all three of us, outside of maybe two, it's down to, like, sore thumbs. Little makeover will not fix our problem.
Zook said Zook not like cities. Zook not welcome in cities.
Yes, but you're also bag-sized. So it's sort of a non-problem hiding you. Primarily, me and Chucklefuck over here, we're going to have issues. Well, maybe mostly just me. Chucklefuck's a flatfoot.
Fuck you.
I almost enjoyed not hearing that voice in the hospital. Do it again.
Whoop-de-doo.
Okay. Well, you just sit here in this alley the entire time. And he just kind of scooches one more inch over, trying him peering around the corner, just to make sure the guards are truly past and gone.
Mm-hmm. You hear the big group of them running by the alley, and soon the sound disappears.
Okay. Well, we got one note. Can't do any shopping because we're probably going to be soon enough posted on damn near every board in this city. Not to mention the plague is probably minimizing shopping anyway. What's the address? And he's like rummaging in his... Oh wait, that's right. He makes a grab for his bag and he realizes, oh, I don't have that. Shit. Fuck, don't tell me I left it at the hospital.
So Brett kind of has to be silent because it'd be funny, but Lucas would go, "We got your stuff too," and grab whatever was not claimed by Lucas or Cracker and just kind of like shove back together and be like, "Here," and it would be probably a total mess, but it's your stuff.
Okay, so what in my bag did you take? Oh, wait, I gotta pop this out.
We didn't take anything of yours. It was just like all together kind of thing from, well, I was presuming from how it was described earlier. So it was we took our own stuff back out and separated the three of us, and we'd be handing you your stuff, but it'd be a mess because I'm assuming it was like
Well, it got swirly for sure, that's for sure. There we go. Had to turn the music down so I could hear Brett better. Well, okay, it's... Hey, I probably put the messages in the scroll case, so they're probably fine. They can hold up to... Because they can, the scroll case can hold up to 15 items, and I mean, it's designed for whole maps, so a couple letters probably only takes up one slot anyway. I pull out the scroll case, wipe the dampness off, I was like, God, I bought this. Shake out the letter for Neverwinter. I ascertain the address from it. Things important here. Neverwinter. Open letter with a wax seal bearing a little address to Neverwinter, Blue Lake District, Scion Street, Residence 24. And then I cross-reference that with the map. Probably doesn't have enough detail figured out. We're gonna need to grab one of
No,
Neverwinter's.
you don't particularly have the map of the Neverwinter, so I will pull you over momentarily. Yeah, because I will do it a bit later, but yeah.
No, wait.
Give me a moment. This is where this is where the Blue Lake District is. You can tell by the Blue Lake that is there.
I think by vague definition, like poke our head out and see signs in the main street saying where the direction of the lake is. I'm trying to go off the notion that we don't actually have this map physically. Have enough knowledge of science.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, that's enough looking for you.
Yep.
As for another thing,
Roughly north.
so as the Zhao sent over his owl to keep the watch off, Einir, can you see the rest of the map from the owl perspective?
Yes, I can see the map from its perspective.
actually have to open this using just because I can't edit it there. Okay, there.
Mm-hmm.
No. There you go. Now I pop this back out.
Mm-hmm. And with that, please move your camera, you Delta, to the upper right.
You can remember if you make people's cameras pan with that.
Yeah, don't forget to unselect your token, so you have the vision.
Oh, true.
As through the eyes of the owl, Zhao can see that the guards that were apparently chasing after Plato seem to be searching through the street. As one of the guards says to the others, he couldn't be too far. How can even the man of such size move this fast?
So when Zhao's done looking through his owl's perspective temporarily, he's gonna be snickering slightly. And then he says to the others, they're still looking.
Oh, well, not surprising that I've disappeared somewhere around here. And I look at this, and you know what this area is giving me an idea of? This is just a low shed, mid-roof, and then high ceiling area.
That's
These
right.
are stepping stones. I'm gonna start like getting aerial advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Beast. I have to roll athletics to climb because I don't have a climbing
That's right.
speed. See, I'm good at horizontal surfaces. Vertical.
Mm-hmm.
Athletics. Normal. He gets like one hand up and he starts to lift himself and then bump.
Yeah, you see the what is it called? The edge of the roof of the shed bends, and your hands kind of slip over it.
He falls into the lowest planks with a sudden thump. Listen, do you want to be put in a pain hold or not?
We are supposed to be being quiet here?
It's not easy with smart mouth here.
I stick my tongue out.
Your footsteps. Shit. I dive behind a barrel.
Zhao climbs up because he has a climb speed.
I think everybody here has a climb speed but me.
I don't.
You also have
I
like
only do it if I transform.
have enough acrobat. Actually, wait a minute.
I don't have a lot of strength, so.
No, but we all have dex. Quickly, I hop. I attempt to use acrobatics to do standing up there instead of athletics 5. God, I have
Also,
better.
Fathic, I can't move the token through onto any of these buildings, even though he can climb up there.
Yeah, because it's they're technically the walls set up. Well, they were there mostly for the combat, so give me a moment. I just
Man,
need to this, this, this.
I'm coming.
I'm working on it. Let's see. So I rolled a 6 plus a 7, so 13. What is a standing jump? So I have to remember that again.
Okay, you try moving through it now.
Although I'm now unanchored from the. Oh wait, that's right. Hold. That. What? No. What key is it? Whatever. I'll try my best to stick to the grid alone.
Fathic, can you just indicate
There you
how tall these different parts are?
Yes. So the shed is 10 feet 15, 20.
Thank you.
I climb too.
Sure, roll your athletics.
Athletics, or if you're not wanting to climb but want to jump, check the jump rule. The standing jump.
I'd make it anyways if I climbed.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Rule high jump. High jump, you leap in the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. Minimum of 0. Jump only half that distance if you're. Okay, so I was
Are we leaving the
freehanding it by
deer
accident.
or?
Strength modifier, that is +2, so I can only jump 5 feet high. Oh, 4 feet and a half is standing. Okay, so I actually cannot, unless Fefik lets me use acrobatics to try and push that, I cannot actually high jump roofs in a standing position.
Yeah, so sorry you didn't make it. Although it just with 13, let's say you make it. Anyway, and how it is for Lucas?
What was that?
And what does Lucas do?
You have a natural climbing speed, so.
Only in
when
the
I'm
bunny?
transformed.
Oh.
Yeah, the jumping rules in the D&D are curious. Because it is a very strength dependent. Elephants are very good jumpers,
Which
Yeah,
is
even
why.
though they don't usually do that.
In
real
acrobatics,
life.
like me, dexterity.
Yeah. So, does Lucas do anything?
1 second, I'm just checking something quick.
Sure, take your time.
While he's
If we're
checking,
gonna
while he's checking that, can I also lay prone once I'm on the roof? So
Yes.
I minimize my profile. Okay.
You look like a blue bump on the roof.
Hey. Most people don't look up. Okay. Maybe.
That's a curious looking bird. Looks kind of like a lying down dragonborn. Well, I don't have enough nature to figure it out. Turns around and leaves.
So,
Is that a case if you want me to roll stealth then?
We will get to that, don't worry.
Okay.
Yes.
Vern, my Zoog would tell Vern until there's an opportunity for Vern to actually climb up onto the roof by jumping, which he might be able to if he jumps off that barrel, but let's not chance that right now. He's gonna ask Vern to just kind of curl up in the corner, tuck his head in real good, and just try to look like a carpet of moss growing on top of something.
It does precisely that.
Make it disappear. The other thing is, so my Zoog, now that he's up high and out of the way a little, remembers he looks a lot like an opossum if you ignore his head. So he rolls up his armor and bag and whatnot and kind of shoves it in front of his face and just sticks himself so that his ass is pointing towards the alley and lets his tail hang out so it looks like there's a possum on the roof.
So that looks like what? I'm sorry?
Like there's just an opossum on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the GM here, but I would totally let that be like a deception or a performance roll to pretend you're just a possum digging through somebody's roof tiles.
Basically.
Also, I was wrong. I was double checking scavenger, the cunning form scavenger thing, and it just said climb speed equal to your walking speed, period, additionally when you transport for the next bit. So I think that is just normal. I was wrong. I do have a climb speed, just always.
Oh, there you go. have a solution. Now use it,
Indeed.
quick! Shimmies up the.
Okay, it does say that you just gained the climb speed, so congratulations, you can climb.
Okay, and of course I'm not hidden yet, so I'm going to, since this is like a triangle roof with like this middle bit I'm standing on, I'm gonna back up into the shadow and also lay prone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm following the Flatfoot's lead. It's like I'm imagining. Stealthy one has an idea.
You see how one of the guards ventures into the area where you used to sleep? He suspiciously looks around, walking forward in, and squints. Let's see. Must have been the wind. He says as he turns around and leaves.
Just as bad as Winterhold. Those guards are blind.
You're blind.
Some blind, and some are really into fox guys.
Mm.
That was a train wreck of my brain remembering that scene. Thanks.
Oh, don't worry. When you watch the VOD, you'll get more of it.
Alright, I don't think they're here anymore. Let's just move. They say as I do move. Whoop. Whoop.
So with as dense as Neverwinter is with infrastructure, I think we should stick to the roofs.
Vern can't climb.
Fern is also just a deer with moss. You could lead them along, and well, obviously they confused one fellow.
Okay. So, Zhao's gonna have the owl kind of just keeping an eye on things and helping guide Vern to stay nearby while also functioning as a sentry for Zhao to peek through its eyes periodically.
Yeah, I was gonna figure you could use the owl to look ahead, see when the guard patrol is coming, look for the mossiest patch, and tell Vern to just park right there.
I mean, yeah, that works. That's kind of part of the idea. But also to keep an eye out for us in general.
Yeah, that too. Like I said, the streets are probably a little saturated right now with the big ruckus we made. How long was I out anyways?
Good solid 24 hours.
There's been a few times I've drunk myself that deep, but I roll on over. See, unfortunately, because strength bonus +3, 5. This is 15. I'd have to do an angled jump once I get upright, but I could do that easily without having to make a roll.
Also, Lucas would be like, just let me help you up.
Oh, no,
You obviously have difficulty with this.
I am not vertically challenged. He scrambles his way up.
Zhao would offer his tail whenever he needs to because Plato's having trouble and he's close.
But since you wanted to do it on your own, please roll me your athletics for this wonderful jump.
Well, it's a
Please.
running because I got 10 feet barely. Got to the lip, managed to land here. I don't need to roll beyond that because you could
Well,
jump.
fair
over.
enough.
It's this one I'm gonna need to use athletics on. So I take a step back and running leap for the running high jump for this. I'm only gonna get 5. Oh, so I need to use athletics to cover the rest of the gap. Or acrobatics.
Athletics.
Oh,
Oh
well,
my
it doesn't
god!
fucking matter.
So you see, so you jump on it, and kind of some, what is it called? Roof shields? No,
Shingle.
shingles. As you can see, the roof is already worn down, so they just sleep under you, making you to sleep as well. As you
Can Lucas try to
travel,
catch him as he falls back?
Dragon, not good
I
luck.
will get to that. Shovel, would you kindly roll me your dex save?
It's raining shingles.
Oh, I'm good.
Mhm. You managed to jump back just in time as the Dragonborn lands right
Oh.
before you.
Oh, not just shingles. The
It's
entire
raining
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn.
Breaking
Raining
the roof,
men!
leaving the Dragonborn shaped hole in the steel roof of the shed.
Oh,
You receive 5 hit points of damage, by the way. As you fell onto something. Yeah, not quite sure, but you do feel something piercing your side.
hey! Cheat battle. Ow!
Xiao turns around and looks down at them and just shakes his head.
I'm cackling in laughter.
You get a shingle thrown at you.
I'm glad that happened after the gods left.
Raw dexterity throw to show a shingle at him.
Let's see. It hits.
It does 0.1 damage because it's just a single, like, fabric, plastic. Well, plastic is. Oh, it's shingle. It'd be wooden, light wooden. So yeah, it probably doesn't do much of anything. Just parts.
Either wood or
Indeed.
ceramic. Yeah.
Yes,
It
ceramic
does-
is what I was thinking.
It does 1 point of damage as the shingle does hit you in the face.
At the end of this campaign, we gotta tally up how much damage we've done strangling.
Yeah,
Well,
we
hopefully
need to
someone's-
start a tally up of this is how much damage we've done to enemies. This is how much damage we've done to each other.
There's a difference between
Mhm.
friendly fire and intentional assault.
You know, that reminds me, there's a game called 9 Parchments that have exactly that. At the end of the level, it's basically like Magicka, but different. And at the end of the level, there's always the statistics that also have the friendly fire. And it's
Well, health-
sometimes bigger than the actual damage.
Yeah, well, Hellfire is similar. They have a friendly fire tally, and they're all. It's always me who's really good with trigger control. They're like, "How have you not obliterated anything?" Well, I see someone in the corner of my screen. I immediately stop firing as they cross my line of fire.
Hmm. Also, to answer Copper's question, working with the chat here,
Oh,
the damage would have been bigger.
I mean,
Cracker is lucky that he did manage to jump back.
Cracker is built like
yeah, unfortunately,
sticks and
Plato's
tender.
pretty heavy.
Dragonborns are naturally dense. They're taller than average. And then you got one who likes his beer too much and has the mass to prove it. That's like D50, even though he looks maybe 70 on a normal human frame. At 6 foot.
So, in other words,
Squish.
you have a fat dragonborn.
Eh, he's rounded to a little bit of extent, but not horribly. Out of all of the characters I've ever played, he's actually probably one of the gamer ones.
Hmm.
That doesn't mean he's skinny. He's
No,
fat.
no,
Just not as fat as you played
he's
before.
big boned. He's big No.
He has this, how can I put it, dead bod on him.
Dad bod or power lifter. Have you ever seen those power lifters? They're not there for like making themselves super ripped. They're there to hold.
See, I'm picturing powerlifter with a beer belly.
It's a lot of the high competing ones definitely have some mass to them.
I mean,
That's
he
a
is what
healthy
he
way of being
is.
like that, honestly. The people who are doing the modeling, who every single muscle strand, their bodies are constantly starving. Okay, so it's not healthy for them. But we could go on to dynamics about this all day. Point is, it would have been bad if I fell on him.
Very much so.
I think we would have both eaten all damage together, and he would have gotten biased towards it. Caliber.
But yeah. You now lie in the darkness of the shed. There's only the hole in the roof providing some light. Do you feel something sticking into your side?
I assess the situation, figure out what is being stabbed, something vital, or if it's just missed all my vitals. I don't know what's going on.
Thankfully, it did miss the vitals. It just an old head of the pitchfork, just slightly piercing your skin.
Oh. Too bad we haven't invented tetanus shots yet.
Is you gonna get to try dragon sometime soon?
It's already bad enough we have to deal with Cracker. Not to pull out carefully, apply pressure to stimulate the bleeding. Garden shed. Door. Gotta get out of here.
So you're gonna accept help this time?
Fine.
A roll
But
for it.
I was rolling his ego.
The hidden ego mechanic. But I digress. As hidden as the creating panic as a free action. Once you create 3 stacks of panic in one combat, something happens. But we digress. As you assert yourself...
I said we need to try that. Creating 3 stacks of panic at the same combat? Yeah, let's try it. What could go wrong?
Definitely. But I digress. As you actually stand up and look somewhat around in the shed, first of all, you do see the door. But what you also see... Oh. It seems like along with the gardening equipment, someone has stashed some old clothes here. Which includes some very old grey cloaks. Cloaks? Yeah, that's right. You know, the one with hooded cloaks.
Mm-hmm. Monastery style kind of monk robes and such.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I seem to have landed on our plan B. It's not like we've already gotten into trouble enough. A little theft and robbery, I suppose, at this point wouldn't hurt. And
Now you're getting it.
It is
You've
it
already
is an act
solved.
of necessity. Don't make me get another shingle.
Oh, so what you were saying, Ainir?
Zug already stole. He took extra daggers. Which Cracker should have on him.
Oh wait, did you hand them to me?
They were among the things he brought from the prison room.
Yes, we have 3 additional daggers. So that would be 6. Let me fix it for you, Dan. Please, continue.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go ahead and rummage through the... one's gonna work for me, which, I mean, it almost looks similar to what he's already wearing, but it's a different color at least. It'll help swim off. And ooh,
Mm-hmm.
and then he looks at the Zug. He's like, I could just one of these already. You're handbag sized.
You see 4 robes there. One is average sized. Another one is also average sized, but it's more wider in the middle. Other one is medium, but shorter and leaner. The other one is very small, almost like for a little pet.
Dog cloak.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the surprisingly exact sizes, and I'm just like, I'm not a religious man, but I do believe somebody is toying with the fates here. Whatever, I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth. Here. And I toss each one, their correct size, all that.
Just toss them up through the roof hole.
Yeah, basically. I'm not carrying the whole bag up there. And then I'll finally stick my arm up for the help hoist me up. And with these rags, I'm gonna maybe actually it's better. Otherwise, another fucking ah.
I did not mean to place that. I forgot how to get rid of it.
Give me a moment. You go into the measurement tools. It's the one under the token controls. On the left.
Yes, but I did not mean to place that template is what I mean. Oh, delete. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Okay, the owl is within range for telepathy, so was that actually supposed to be the fox jumping around?
Roll me the owl's perception.
Jeez.
No, it wasn't.
I'm telling you, these dice hate me. They were great when I was screwing around before we started playing, but now they just hate me again.
Used all your luck.
Mm.
They
What
have
luck?
performance anxiety. It happens to everybody occasionally.
Okay.
So yeah, no, there's nothing out there. Nothing. What do you do?
All right, now they're getting me out of the hole. I'm trying to lay as flat as I can on the edge here, because well,
Mhm.
the roof is now damaged. It's probably not gonna do me very well.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna kind of crawl to the edge with my robe, slide off, catch my fall, and then don the clergy robes.
Now you look like the different type of monk.
I go to the great lengths of being it.
You see, the robe works well for obscuring your appearance. Of course, if someone would get close to looking in the face, they would see it, but from the distance, cloaked figure is a cloaked figure.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put mine over my clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Did it for the
As
hat.
does Zhao.
Mm-hmm.
Zhao also picks up some trash, and he's rummaging through it, looking for like a strip of cloth or something. If he finds one, he's gonna just kind of shake it out rather violently, and then hand it to the Dragonborn and say, "Put over face."
Oh, the hood is deep enough. Actually, is the hood deep enough, or does my nose still stick out?
It is deep enough. Even for the cracker.
Snoot.
Yeah, no snoot problems here.
Zhao wraps it over his tentacles instead.
The smallest monk around.
As with the others, Lucas would toss it over his.
Mm-hmm.
He would probably take his book bag off, put the cloak on, then put the book bag back on, just so he has access to it. But
Mm-hmm.
Also, Zhao's gonna call for Vern to come out of the hiding, and he's just gonna climb onto Vern's back.
Mm-hmm. You want it?
very
Yeah.
inconspicuous.
Mm-hmm. But let's see. Where is it? Ah, there, I left it. Good, in the spirit of the Pride Month, Vern comes out.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Good. It would have been very awkward to learn that Zug is homophobic.
Honestly, I don't even think he truly has a sexuality, especially considering zoo culture is just, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna mate with you, have some pouchlings. Okay, bye.
Hmm. Yeah, dating outside the Zook pool gets awkward often.
Even within the zoo pool, most of them don't have kids out of romance.
Yeah, but that is common in their culture. If the Zook tries to date something outside the culture, then it gets awkward. That's what I meant.
Ah,
Mm-hmm. But I digress. You all feel well disguised and ready to take on the new religion. But that aside, what do you do now?
Well, get to the address here, the lake. Let's make haste. Remember, if guard patrol coming, side. We won't get through this at a distance. Like I gotta tuck my tail, and he grabs his tail and throws. Fighting the robe with his tail and all that. Tries to curl it around himself like a belt under the robe. So uncomfortable. Non-human problems, am I right, folks?
No idea what you mean.
So, you make it out to the streets of the Neverwinter then. The exit to the area is in the upper left corner. Good luck getting there.
Upper left-hand corner. Okay. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Look left, look right. Back in the alley. My single file line, heads down, hands in praying, and you're urging me away. I mean,
With
it's gonna
a
be hard to
big
explain that
flowering
one,
deer
but
following us.
I'm sorry, come again, Brett?
I said with a big. Well, actually, I said flowering, but a big grassy deer following us.
Mm. I mean, it's just a deer covered in moss. Just how weird is that? I mean, depending on one's religion, there's quite an assortment of animals one can tag along with.
oh wait, that's right. You said gray cloak. I need to do the coloring better.
Mhm.
So, my Zoog's gonna spam Druidcraft to make distractions about 30 feet away from the group whenever it seems like they're getting close to people. Mostly things like animal noises, skunk smells, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, would they be able to smell the skunk over us? We've still got Suez small on us.
Skunk might smell worse.
Actually, maybe not Play-Doh, depending if they were like, oh, that's bad, and clean it while they.
Indeed,
I did
aside
this
from
weird.
all of you, the Plato smells fine. You, however, smell very repulsively, to speak the least. I mean, not only you ventured through the sewers, got drenched in the sewer water, but also you spent the night in the, what's the word, in the dark alley full of trash and refuse. So,
My Zoog quite literally slept in the trash and refuse.
exactly. But with this magnificent... I have no idea what it means, Copper, or what it's referring to.
Up
But I
there
like
is
that.
the gay man.
Ah! Pride Month.
There we go. That's
As you
better.
manage to make your way to the streets of the Neverwinter. So, where would you like to go from there?
Let's see. So it's roughly north as far as the signs told me. I have to slink. Oh, but slinking by castle.
So head south.
Wait, is this map upside down? No, it's not. North is
Yeah,
north.
that-
Yeah, but you said our destination is north of us, so we should head south. Exact opposite direction.
Lucas. Actually, wait, no, hold on. This is a Brett, shut up moment.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that would definitely be Brett more than a Lucas.
Sorry, it took me a moment to separate the two. Anyways, yes, northward.
Mhm. So yes, what do you do?
We're gonna go ahead and crawl up northward past Castle Never, which is probably going to be one of the trickiest points because it's probably the highest guard concentration. But it's like the only connection over the river itself is passing Castle Never. Someone can heat themselves across what probably like 50 feet.
Well,
Yeah, I got that.
I don't think my jump is quite that good.
Yeah, not even our bunny can do it.
Yeah, although that would be quite a feat to see. But use the pointing tools to show me how you go there.
Okay, so our attempted. Oh, wait, no, no. Select delete. Wrong tool.
I can
Measure
use
distance.
measure distance.
there we go.
Yes.
Nope. Go back.
Oh, wait, you can just move it.
Yeah, we can just move it.
Good, just don't fight over the wheel.
Actually, hold on. How do I add points in roll click? Okay. We're gonna go boop. Basically over the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Squeeze through here, go that way, and we're gonna look around the Blue Lake District.
Mm-hmm.
Any objectives?
But let's see. First things first. As you venture through, there are quite some things you see. First things that grabs your attention as well, congratulations. There are now some wanted posters, freshly printed. They seem to depict Lucas as Lucas, Cracker as fuck you, is the way he introduced himself. And the unnamed Fat Dragonborn.
They really didn't do my figure justice, did they? He says as he tries to casually, if he has the ability to do it without anybody looking, he'll try and pull these off the wall as he goes along.
Do you feel you pull every single one of them?
Lucas would take at least one of them to keep of himself.
Vern might try to eat a few. They're
I'm
paper.
only taking him when it's very obvious that we won't have any opposition. Empty alley or whatever. I'm not doing it in front of the guards. I thought that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well, in that case, those who want to collect posters, you may have few copies.
Not really so much collecting them. I'm just getting them off the wall so we can minimize the spread of this information.
I mean, they'd be good Tinder.
Free parchment.
Okay, fine, you collect this. You can have them. I have no reason.
Yeah. Passing through the streets. Oh, that's quite a detour.
Who did that?
Oh, that was me. That's because I haven't let go of the mouse yet, and I was on different.
Mhm.
So there's nothing that
Look
stops us on the
around
way
cover.
there. Okay, all right, then I will finish the path. I said finish the path. Thank you.
Oh, it can do that. Cool. But yeah.
Oh, damn it. That's why I was asking. It's like, was there anything that stopped us? Oh.
I have? I apologize. I haven't registered the question. But I digress. Where were we? Right. Passing the bridge, surprisingly, people paying you no mind whatsoever. Whatsoever.
Bless
Yes,
you.
good time.
Thank you. Where was I? Ah, it left right through my nose. That's what I had. Oh, thank you, Copper. I shouldn't have thrown my elbow. The bow. Shoulder hurts now. Where were we? Right. So before you have passed the bridge, the streets look more or less as you would expect of the city. People going around their business, doing the regular things. But as you pass the bridge, you see the streets are much more desolated. There are mostly guards walking around, sometimes dragging bodies around. And as you come closer to the Blue Lake District,
Mm-hmm.
you encounter what looks like a makeshift barricade with guards standing over it. Come on, drawing. What do you do?
Zook no go through sewer again.
Well, if we go off, we fight the also rickety or Ritzy Fancy. That may not be as bad.
I mean, if we just walk by as if it's fine, it'll be fine.
Pretend like we have a reason to be here. Yeah, sure. What could possibly go wrong?
Worst comes to worst, they find out about the bunny farm. That's fine.
Zhao's gonna stink up the place using Druidcraft. Just keep making spots of skunk smell.
So, just to re-clarify, because I was busy playing Fashionista again, 'cause we had a wardrobe change. There's a line of guards between us and Blue District, isn't there?
There's a makeshift barricade and the guards that guards the entrance through the side barricade.
I'm going to assume the aristocrats cut off all of the impoverished people to try and build quarantine. We're definitely not going to find anything to get in and don't look fancy enough.
We don't need an excuse if they're dead.
We cannot kill everyone we come across.
Can
As
we
you can
eat them?
No!
What you can see is that it seems like another group of people approaches the guards. They seem to be clad in the bluish kind of robes, carrying some sorts of symbols. Please roll me your religion, everyone.
Oh, well, yeah, we could pretend to be clergymen to heal anybody who might still be sick of the blue light. Depends on what the religion is. We're about to find out. Oops. Where is it? There it is. Okay.
It hates me!
It hates me!
Hey, at least I have a little bit of knowledge on this.
More accurate.
I mean, I was a
Me,
monk. I had to have at least some obvious.
Give me a moment.
Emphasis on was. They said my drinking problem was too great. I said they didn't have a blood alcohol high enough.
But where was it? Now, I always forget their names. Give me a moment. Okay. Yeah. You say the symbols that they're carrying seem to depict a scale with a sword going through the middle of it.
Stendar? Sorry.
No,
Wrong game.
Plato does recognize the symbol as you saw it before. It is the symbol of the Kalimvor, the deity of death.
You're gonna have to type that one because I think your accent does not allow me to understand that one correctly. Kalimvor.
Kalimvor.
Oh, Kalimvor. Okay, yep. Okay. Of death?
Of death.
Burial proceedings, somebody died in the Blue Lake. Probably.
Think it's a drowning or the actual plague?
I wouldn't be able to tell unless I asked them.
With this religion role, I guess I can tell you more, that how can I explain this? Hmm. Those who serve Kellenver usually see the dead to their passing, which includes performing the passing ritual rites or putting the undead to rest. Because undead is against what Kellenver is about. They seem to speak with the guards about something, showing them some sort of paper, and after that they are allowed in.
Well, if Silvertongue here could probably play fast and loose, we could probably convince him that we were late to the meeting and we were supposed to go in with them. That puts us really fucking close to the guards, and I really don't want to do that. We can help it.
I don't think you want me up there anyways. I'll fuck it up. On purpose.
If we were not in the middle of public, I'd backhand you. You don't need to draw attention. Save it for later. So either we bluff, or we go through the roofs and try to hop the fence that way. Surely they don't have guards on the rooftops. I'm sorry, I got Assassin's Creed on the brain, I guess. 'Cause even though I got injured trying to mantle the roof, I still think of the roof.
I mean, you may roll your perception.
I have to, because I'm not running many ideas right now.
You do remember you can't climb, right?
And a lot of things that people think I can't do while I'm shit-faced, and they still end up a pile of meat.
It has nothing to do with you being shit-faced. It has to do with you just having a fucking pike into your side, or not pike. Brett is blanking on the term now.
You are. It was a pitchfork that jabbed me.
Pitchfork, yeah. Brett blanked on that.
Oh, I've had worse.
So yeah, with your perception, sadly you don't see anything of notice. It's hard to raise your head up without the hood falling off.
Very tempted to cut eye holes into the hood, but it makes it more obvious. We can circumnavigate, see if there's a weak point. Any objections? Anyone?
Fuck it.
Well then, what we're gonna do as a party is just keep our eyes open and see. Gonna wander the perimeter here on the outside and. Okay, I hate that there's a grid on this. A little harder. Gonna walk the perimeter basically.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just keep going until you say stop.
Mm-hmm. As you walk around the perimeter, it seems like every... what is the right word? A
Point.
street that would lead in,
Point of access.
that every point of access seems to be blocked off. You see other people leaving and entering, but those are mostly guards. Some of them are carrying out the bodies. And that's a curious thing you notice. The bodies that are being carried out, they don't look plagued. They just look unconscious.
I take a risky chance, and when one of them tries to come by, I probably risk being recognized, but I want to get a closer look at these quote-unquote unconscious people. Not so much to touch, but just like close enough, see if I catch anything extra.
Mm-hmm. Roll your medicine to see if you can notice anything worth noting. Mm-hmm.
Not horrible, but not great either.
from the side you get to see. You could almost tell us if those people were fine, they're just sleeping. But that's only as much as this examination would provide you.
No obvious pustules, no decayed skin, just unconscious people.
Indeed.
I'm gonna keep my eyes out as we're traveling and see if there's any notices about the plague. Certainly they gotta show quote unquote symptoms about on one of these pamphlets.
Hmm. It doesn't seem like they have anything posted regarding the plague.
They normally
Aside
should for
from
cases like
the-
this. Oh,
Aside from the notice that says to whatever business one may have, please stay away from the center of the Blue Lake district, because apparently that's where the quarantine zone in.
yeah, it's what I was about to ask. Is like, wait a minute, problems here, but now we're seeing it in here. So obviously this must be center zero for this epidemic. But this doesn't look like a plague. I'm thinking a sham is going on here. Or something far more psychological and mental, maybe spiritual, less than physical infliction. I don't know, I'm not a priest. I wouldn't be able to tell damage to one's soul. Alright. I'm gonna just slow down my pace a little bit. Is there spaces between these houses that we could possibly... I mean, obviously the obvious entry are blockaded. Cut through somebody's yard.
As a matter of fact, yes. In theory, you could sneak through someone's yard. It does take crawling over the fence, a spiked fence, but
It's better
it's
than trying to
possible.
climb rooftops.
Mm.
Alright, well then I'll try to find one little point where there's somewhat of a gap between the building, the
And
yardage.
just to slow you down just a bit. Anyone else has any input?
Oh yeah.
Nah, Zhao's fine with climbing, especially since he has a climb speed.
I mean, I feel like Lucas and Zhao can get in with Zhao being climb, Lucas either climb or rabbit form again. And then we could get one of you guys with the book's invisibility, but that's only one of you. So
Look, we just need to get in and then we just pretend we're a detachment of Elenvor. They may ask us for a holy symbol, but just admit that we were slow to waking up and didn't realize the time and had to rush out. It's the faith that matters, not the symbol, you know? But just gotta get in the first place. And fences are marginally better than trying to climb up to the roofs, okay? I know I'm vertically challenged, as you say, but it's a fence.
I mean, those were your words, first of all.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. Rummages under his robe, grabs another swig of his hillbilly wine. Second of all,
There is no second of all.
smart ass. We already have it bad enough with Chip. Man, that stuff must be burning stronger than I expected. Cracker here. Already enough. Don't need you. If anybody has any objections against fences, once, twice, sold. Okay.
Would we have, as we walked around it, would we have been able to get any idea of roughly how the address layouts would be once we got to the other side, just through glancing around and going, okay, here's where higher numbers are, lower numbers, to know about where in Blue Lake it would be, even if it's just a general area that it would be.
I figure that would depend whether the wall is high or low, whether we saw over it or not.
Yeah, there are street signs and the streets do extend usually. So by the rough approximation, you would say it must be somewhere around here. I said
Oh,
here.
so we'd be crossing way too much. Okay. Well, then I will go ahead and shimmy the perimeter around again and like get all the way over to say somewhere around here and try to find a loose fence
Mm-hmm.
in yards instead of trying to do it from all the way over here.
Mm-hmm. In theory, you should be able to go right between those buildings.
All right. Yeah, I see it. One and
Mhm.
okay.
So, how do you get across? You
So-
see a bar fence? Hmm.
Is
A
a raw
fence
iron
made of
or is it wood?
It's iron. It's a blue electricity that can afford iron. It is an iron bar fence with the spiked tips on the top.
How high is it?
About 10 feet.
10 feet, so it's definitely above my run jump.
How
If I fuck
pliable
up-
is this fence?
Oh.
If we just try to strengthen it.
Want to
How
bend the
pliable
bars
is it?
open and apart? I have to bend them pretty wide for my shoulder. If it's raw iron, depends on the diameter of the pole. If it's really thin bars, then it should be easy. But if it's reasonably thick, and they're not hollow, then it could be a problem.
Then we would have to, in order to do anything like that, we'd need to just find where the fence goes together and break it. But yeah, fair
I'm
point.
trying to minimize property damage here. Much as we are in trouble enough as is, I don't need it worse.
As the bars themselves are somewhat thin. Someone with good strength could definitely bend them to squeeze through.
All right, everybody, what's their strength numbers?
16.
Oh, you're better than me.
11.
12.
Okay, so, Lucas, you're the strongest of our lot. If you want to go that route, go ahead. Definitely know I wouldn't want to gamble trying to vault over that, because if I don't make the right angle, I'm gonna get stabbed again, and my kidney still hurts.
Doesn't Zhao have a crowbar?
Yeah,
He
that would
does
help.
have a
That's right.
crowbar. Would
That
that,
would
help
help.
here?
It would give advantage on the athletics check. Physics.
Alright. He takes out his crowbar and offers it to whoever's gonna do it.
It would be
Just keep in
Lucas.
mind, it is a tiny crowbar because he is a small creature.
Well, these bars aren't that far apart. It still provides some leverage.
Indeed.
I mean, if I used to use a pickaxe, I have one of those. That if the sizing is really that bad, but
Well, okay.
anyway.
Pickaxe, use the handle, tie the handle to the crowbar. There you go. It's an extended handle.
Yeah. However we end up doing it, just to get the leverage if it is particularly small.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Lucas would just kind of like put that in and just try doing so.
We will try and run interference. We'll stand in front of him while he's doing this, or stand behind him when he's doing this, and as anybody passing by, they just see two hooded figures and their hooded dog in their arms.
Hooded dog with a muzzle because he wrapped the fabric over his tentacles.
Mr. Bitey.
He bites the skeleton. They rise from the dead.
Mm. Oh, but yeah. Let's see. One of you who is not Lucas can roll either deception or performance to see if you can obscure the breaking in.
Okay, so my performance is a +2. My deception is shit all. I think one who's going to have the best deception would probably be a rogue. If he could lead the trades. What is your charisma bonus?
3.
You have a +3, which means you're better than me in any case between performance or deception.
Do you have proficiency in either of those?
Nope.
But he's still better than me in either case because I have a charisma of a bonus
I have
of
a
0.
+5 on charisma.
Oh, okay. All right, doggy. Arm the world, I
You
guess.
really? The only thing is my rolls suck.
I don't care. You
Do
have the
it!
biggest number.
What?
You have the biggest number. Do it. I don't care if your rolls suck.
Also, would the other two be counted as given aid to Zhao?
What?
The give aid action or whatever it is to give advantage to a teammate. Would either the other two count for helping there? Or the-
Oh, the give aid action, which is advantage.
Yeah, sure. If it is described fitting enough, it can be done.
Then I guess he's trying to seem like a chihuahua, because that's the only dog that has roughly similar proportions and tail.
Or dog.
Just don't be standing.
He
too
does
close.
not look like a wiener dog, I promise you that.
Well, it could be argued with the rogues if they're baggy enough. I mean, come on. But yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, how do you distract? How do you obscure?
So we're just standing in front.
It didn't botch the check!
Hey!
Also, Delta, I have to hold you here. Ainir, how do you obscure the break-in?
He's gonna just kind of run around in front of the two whenever people get close and just act like he's sniffing and stuff. Just look at me! Don't look at what's behind these guys.
hmm The people certainly pay much more mind to the weird dog that, for whatever reason, is cloaked in the same robe those two other people over there are. There must be some new religion. They say as they pass by.
I mumble under my breath, just in case they do
Also,
hear
sorry,
it.
Delta, just Ainir was running, so it was up to them to describe
No,
it.
and it's fine. But it's as they mentioned that, I mumble under my breath. Tell him. No, he actually fucks it up a little bit. Trying hard, but he's like, tell him or anyone. Under his breath.
Invoking the name of a god. Bold strategy.
Invoking the name. Yeah, I might get smited later, but different times, different mission.
Well, don't worry that much about it. Gods allowed only limited influence. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't need the clergy, the paladins, and etc., etc. But I digress. Thanks to the deception and the muscles, you do get the passage through the fence, right into the sizable backyards at the back of few houses.
Alright. I guess we roll a collective stealth check to not be noticed that we're technically trespassing on somebody's side yard.
Mm-hmm.
You see here, folks? Oh, before we all squeeze our way in, there's one thing I want to do. I want to see if there's any, like, loose boxes or whatever that we could possibly nudge in front of the fence to hide the fact that there's a hole in there. We don't have to trail it.
Yeah, sure, there's some unattended barrels.
Alright, there you go. Just partially blocking it. It doesn't have to completely cover it, but enough that eyes don't immediately travel to it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Oh, that's
Probably could have
secure.
done this before trying to bend it open too. But look.
Yes, everyone please roll your stealth. Mm-hmm.
We are not the most graceful bunch.
Mm-hmm.
I win.
Well, you're a flatfoot. Of course you win.
So as the crack moves silently and practically obscured, everyone else gets spotted by someone who looks like a gardener. They were tending the flower bushes until they spotted you. Oi, who are you? What are you doing here?
So Joe's gonna get right ahead of this and go over to the gardener and say, "Well, my friend here," gestures to Vern, "saw there were a few dead patches in your grass. And, well, he's a moss fawn. You know what a moss fawn is, right?"
He blinks at you. What?
He makes plants grow. He makes them lush.
Right. I have so many things, but I've yet to see that. What are you even?
A cleric of what was the name of the deity that Plato said?
Depends. Have Plato ever shared?
Yeah, I mentioned it. I mentioned Element of War to Hulk.
I'm a cleric of Kelimavor. Kelimvor.
Yeah, well, everybody's struggling.
Roll your persuasion.
Roll my what?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
You bullshit fast enough? While they're busy bullshitting, Epic.
First, let me describe the consequences.
Okay.
So
But
the
Vern really does make plants grow at his feet.
yeah, but it was for the cleric of the Kelmworm part. But I digress. You see, the gardener stands up from the bush he was attending to and starts to slowly back away.
Yep. As he starts to back away. Fefik, one question. Can I make an attack, but make it non-lethal? It is unarmed.
Yes, as long as any attack that is not any melee attack that is declared non-lethal can be non-lethal.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, alright, nope. And use my little tumble and try and go for the back of the neck, knock him out before he runs off. He's just gotta do it, freaking Hitman style, like no witnesses. Night.
Sure, roll it.
Flap.
You knock the gardener out cold.
Okay. I'm very quick to hide him in the bush he was working in. Try not to bluff again. Move fast.
But Vern really does make plants grow. Gestures wildly at the fact that the grass is growing taller at the deer's feet.
We are clergy of the dead, not clergy of the life. We don't make things grow, we make sure things stay dead.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not clergy of anyone, but
You just get... You can't quite see his eyes, but you know he's staring daggers at you. Come on. I hurry everybody along as far as we can get to the inner portion of Blue Lake.
Passing through the streets, you notice they're even more desolated than those that are outside. You see mostly guards marching around, as well as some clergy going in and out of the houses.
I glance a
It
little. There's gone.
It doesn't take much to spot the house you were meant to deliver the message to. No. The house to which the letter have been addressed to. It would be this one over there.
We keep our heads low, our pace moderate. Try to give birth to the guards without being obvious that we're avoiding them. And that we're just here to help and to rights get to the house.
You stand before quite a sizable mansion. It's quite a sight to see, since I don't think any of your characters have seen the mansion before.
Nope. I lived in a trade town.
I lived in a wood.
I lived in a cave.
In a wood? Was it just one tree in a field that you lived in?
No, it was a zoog wood.
It was a tree made out of zoogs. Sorry, it's my turn to give people shit.
The mansion itself is surrounded by the same looking fence with a big gates, closed, obscuring your path forward.
Is there any notices
that-
on the gate, like condemned or otherwise vacated?
No such thing. However, you do see, what is it called? You know this ring that is on the door for knocking?
That's called the knocker, generally. I know it's real.
No. You see the knocker on the gates.
Do we want to be loud or do we want to be subtle? I don't think this place has been cleared out yet, so whoever this is for probably is still here.
I mean, we are to meet with them eventually anyways. Otherwise we could have just stuffed the letter with whoever. And then Lucas just grabs the knacker, pulls it up, and knocks it once.
I just give a shrug as he does that. Fair enough.
I was over here wondering if maybe he should have pretended to be a chihuahua trying to piss in the yard.
Well, yeah, I mean, you would have been making dead spots in the grass, which fit better.
But yeah, where was that? Ooh. That's cool. Excuse me, I was distracted by pictures. Oh, the same guys that I take the tokens from made some pride mouth themed ones. Cool.
Hey.
Oh, I would play that. But I digress. This kind of looks like Ursula. Excuse me, attention span. Bright colors distract me. Where was I? Yeah. Soon enough, you hear the footsteps behind it as the little wooden latch opens on the gate, and well, someone looks at you from behind the gates. Yes? Oh. How can I help you? The voice sounds oddly familiar.
Oh, son of a bitch. In a sudden bit of frustration, the situation they're now in, and recognizing that voice, I push Lucas out of the way, and I glare daggers at whom is the bastard cat that led us to the secret entrance in the first place, got us underneath. You didn't tell us there were.
Yeah, now looking through this little latch to the cat eye eyes that look at you. Yeah, that's definitely him.
Your information wasn't the greatest. You didn't tell us of the slimes down there.
I mean, he did right before he shut the door on us.
Did he?
Yeah, he
Yes.
said, and watch out for the slimes. Wow. It was
Okay.
like after we had all gotten in, he said it as he shut it.
He gives that dial tone stare for a little bit as the alcohol slowly makes its way out of the way of the thought, and then he realizes that. Didn't tell us they were the size of furniture.
I have not the faintest. Who? He squints on your face.
As he squints, how big is the slot that he's looking for?
Enough just for the eyes to be seen, mostly.
Okay, quick, once more
It's a
glance
small rectangle.
while he's busy squinting against the gate just a little bit. Can I see where the latch is? And can I guesstimate if I can reach through the slot and just grab for the latch? Like reaching through the mail slot to try and get the handle of the door.
Sure, roll me your acrobatics to see if you can stuck your hand through it.
Okay, pull that up here. Acrobatics. I think kind of flexible.
Surprisingly so, you do manage to stuck your whole arm through the small looking window and manage to unlatch the gate from the inside. Well, not the whole gate, just the small door side of it.
Yep, and then as soon as it's unlatched, I shove with my knee. We have business here, and you're not going to get in the way, especially with your poor timing on information.
My information. You're the ones who blew it.
Actually, it was only the dragon who blew it.
Oh, throw me under the carriage, why don't you?
No, that
You
is that.
got Vern hurt.
I grab as many people as I can, drag them in while the door is still open, and then I close the gate again.
Are you out of your mind to even show up here?
We
The guy.
have a lead here, and if you speak about our position, I say as I grab, or try to make a grab for his muzzle anyways. Let's speak about our position.
Do the unarmed strike to see if you can grab him. No? As he makes a very quick step back. How hard it's supposed to be to sneak into the city through the sewers? Not only you made yourself wanted, got discovered by the guards, blew up the sewers, you also blew up our whole smuggling operation. Do you know how much it will cost to find another route now? You blew it harder than the workers of the local brothel.
It wasn't much of a smuggling route if it was patrolled by abominations that soared above our head. Those jelly cubes were huge. You might as well have been sending people to their death in there.
Yeah, they. I guess they have finally fused together. Oh well. Well,
There were 4.
There used to be 8. No, doesn't matter now. Everyone knows how to survive the oozes. They're relatively slow, so you just run away from them. They wouldn't make it out of the stones of themselves. But no, you have to blow up this part of the sewers. Thankfully, it wasn't all of them, at least.
There was a control panel that said press for slimes. And guess what? There was. What did I do? I pressed for slimes. I didn't expect the entire subsystem to explode.
You pressed all 3 and flipped a switch.
They didn't specify which button to press. They just said press. So I just covered my bases. I pressed all 3.
He pinches the bridge of his nose. I should have. I should shout for the guards to get you escorted out of here.
No, Scholar sent us.
What scholar? What are you even doing here, as a matter of fact?
Scholar.
I hold up out of his
Who the
reach-
hell is scholar?
I hold up out of his reach the stamped letter, hoping he recognizes the sigil on it.
He takes a look at it. No, that symbol I recognize. But all things considered, I guess it is addressed to the mistress of the house.
Yeah, let's just say the individual who wrote this faced an unfortunate incident before we could reach him, and we're trying to reassemble them and need assistance in that? This is the only lead we have, beyond one other. But that's fail over in another city.
Is Mistress also cat?
She is... No. She...
Zhao makes a disappointed noise.
I just give a confused look at Zhao. How does that matter?
Zook has pact with Dreamland's cats.
Oh, I didn't know it was part of your profession. Fair enough.
Right. Well, you're shit out of luck. She's currently... Well, not that I would even let you see her.
Oh. You've not seen the messes we make out of people and entire situations. You don't think we could make a mess out of you too?
Right, because I obviously some peasant that can't take care of himself. That just simply runs the smuggling operation through the whole city. Right, that makes sense. Have you landed on your head when this was beat you out?
Yes! He did!
Well, good riddance means it didn't do much damage then.
Oh. Oh, is the alcohol talking, or is he better than himself and his ego?
I feel like at this point, Lucas. Oh.
He... I don't know. Oh, that's right, because I didn't select my token. He bites his tongue, and you can see him scrunch his claws, but he doesn't try to make a swipe at him.
Well, that happens. Brett, you wanted to say something?
I was gonna say, I feel like Lucas should be grabbing the back of Plato's clothes or whatever to just pull him back a bit. As if he's the responsible adult for some reason now. It was supposed to be Plato, the drunk one.
Yeah, well, okay. You have an alcoholic, which borders on raging alcoholic. You have a flesh-eating abomination, and you have Mr. Five-Finger Discount. You're the most sensible one here.
Your point?
I'm just saying, don't be surprised that you're the one who's having to wrangle. Well, considering we can explode our way into Neverwinter, I'm certain we'd find a way to get to her in the first place. Don't need your blessing to get in. I mean, we got this far.
Right. So what? You just will make your way into the house then?
Well, at least dust our shoes off first, but yes. We have a letter for her. Must be delivered by our hands.
Well, as it would be, the minister is currently not accepting any visitors.
And we only have your mouth to take word for it. I don't believe you. I'm just going to upturn my nose at him and start walking for the front door of the manor.
Do
As you approach the door, yes?
Lucas, do you know when she would be accepting visitors?
I presume when they find out what the cure for the plague is. She also fell ill to that, as it would be.
Not plague.
Hmm?
Not plague.
How do you mean?
Dragon, explain.
And I turned on my heel about halfway to the door, realizing I was called upon. Objectively turned back. And just, well, it's complicated. They don't have any of the bodies we've seen being carried out don't show any signs of traditional disease. No pustules, no blisters, no rot, no nothing. It looked like they just got hit over the head with a bottle and fell asleep. If even that.
That much is obvious. Whatever this plague is, it's obviously some unnatural in origin. It's called plague just because it spreads like one. People seemingly at random just fall asleep and don't wake up.
They go to the Dreamlands?
I'm not sure. I haven't researched the plague. Not my line of work, as you can imagine.
Have they been found with a pulse at least, even while in their unconscious state? Please don't tell me they've been burying people who are just stuck asleep.
No, of course not. They have been carrying them to one of the temples of Tyr to see if clerics may find a way to do something about it.
Well, we saw
So,
a priest of Elmore.
Kellenwell.
Yes, sorry, not regional. Walking in, and as best as I've known in my studies, they're the ones who tend to the dead. So we thought initially one of those kinds of plagues. But the corpses that we saw carrying out were not very much corpses. So I'm a little confused why they're around here.
Now that you say it, I wonder about it too. I haven't seen any Kellenwell priests around. At least not around our streets, that is.
Well, I would say we were patrolling the border of the area, looking for a way in for about an hour and a half tops. So, like, about an hour ago, there was a group of them that came in with, like, a written something or another that convinced the guards to open the gate. So, the clergy have some purpose to be in here, or a falsified document, one or the other.
Well, I wouldn't have the idea why they're here. Because as far as known, there's no lethal cases yet. They simply don't wake up.
You said gifted smuggler. Smuggler not know when smuggled in with fake docs?
Well, he would need to see it to see if they were fake. He didn't even barely get to catch the paper itself, let alone what was written on it.
Yes, besides as it would be. Because of how hard you blew it, I'm sort of on the unwanted vacation. Until some things get resolved.
Well, coincidentally, we may have to resolve this, whether we want to or not, with your sassy ass, because the only informant we have has apparently come down with a case of sleeping sickness. Grumble, 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 swig.
Well, if you... well... Even so, you personally irritate me to bits. If you somehow manage to wake up my mistress, sure, I'm sure she will be pleased to meet you.
Lucas takes the book out and is like, and just kind of opens it and goes, "Hey, book, are you able to like see magic and detect it and whatnot still?" And like just ask it like question to see if it'd be able to kind of learn about magic via it.
I mean, it does have identify. See the little sticky note right there.
Zhao gives Lucas a weird look. Zook can see magic too with ritual.
You're also
That's a-
pledged to Dream Eaters, sleeping sickness. This is probably pretty much your calling, ironically.
Zook no pledge to Dream Eaters.
It-
Zook just from Dreamlands.
Well, it's still a better link than any of us have to any of this. I mean, I'm a monk with a raging drinking disorder. What do I have about any of this? Stare at the
Well-
camera for a moment. Sorry, I had to break the fourth wall there.
Just out of character, like I'm thinking, the book was a scholar. It would be used to investigating magic effects and stuff, presumably. So
We could also probably just directly ask it. It may be a little brain-addled, but it still has
Yeah,
bits and pieces.
I mean, that's what Lucas just did.
Speaking
Yes, the book.
speaking of asking the book now that the book may answer. Where was I? Yes, as I am capable of sensing and identifying magic. That's one of the things I remember I was capable of doing. Says the text that appears on the pages.
As Lucas reads it, he then turns to the fact and says, "How about this? I know you don't trust us as a whole with this, but you let me in with in to see her and to try and see if our magic detection will help identify the magical effects that placed her under her sleep."
You're gonna have me sit out here with Mr. Sasshole. Actually, both assholes.
Well, preferably the rest of you guys would be like in the waiting room somewhere or something as
Yeah.
this is happening. I'm just assuming that he wouldn't let us next to her mistress all at once. So limit it to one of us, so there's a better chance of him defending. If we were to be complete idiots, and he just kind of looks at the rest of you and attack.
I'm more just saying that this cat has about as much like of me as a litter box. It hasn't been cleaned in about months. I doubt he's willing to play nice with me anyways and even let me in the front door.
Litterbox dog, really.
I have enough alcohol in my blood to be a little specious as well.
Charming.
You already called me Possum.
It's the closest relative thing that I can think of because, again, you're not from here.
Zook is Zook.
That contextually means nothing when nobody else knows what a zoog is.
I know what a Zug is.
You're just saying that to be a smartass. I throw a pebble at him.
Like, as the rest of the party is descending into this, Lucas is just kind of looking at the facts, completely ignoring them.
Fox? It's a cat.
Cat, sorry.
Yeah.
The cat person just like completely ignoring as they descend into the bickering again.
The cat looks at you, looks past you at the things unraveling behind you. Then back at you. Sure. Sure. Where was it? Sure. You may enter. You, though, will have to stay in the separate room. And please, try not to break anything.
Considering our history, we can make no guarantees about that.
Well, you better do. Because some things there are very expensive. Considering even the bounties put on your heads won't cover it.
Mobility
Uh,
means nothing if you're not known outside of your own house.
Lucas thanks him and again just ignores the bad play he has with Plato. It's just like, okay, just and presumably would follow him if he starts walking back in or whatever.
Mhm. Give me a moment. Right, as you escort it in, you see other servants going around their business. As you enter, as the cat leads you in, they look at you, but the cat makes a dismissive gesture and they return to their duties. The cat escorts you to the second floor of the manor and steps before one of the doors. You lot, sit here. You with me. As he points at Lucas, opening the door.
Lucas would go in and follow him when he does so.
No, where was it?
Ooh, I hear plates. Dinner is getting ready to be served. That's fine. Lucas has the stage, so. Oh, I will at least.
As everyone else left in the corridor, the Lucas is escorted in a room that looks like a dim lit bedroom. In the center of it stands a double bed with the veil put around it. Behind the veil, you see a faint silhouette of someone laying down there. Well, do what you must. Just don't touch the mistress.
Very well. And then Lucas would go up next to the bed, but like just outside. They're like, standing just outside the curtain and kind of hold the book up to it and say, "Look, are you able to sense anything about the woman here yet?"
You see how the pages of the book start to flip through one another, as if trying to discern what exactly does it finds. I'm not sure may take a moment. In taking this moment, we take 10 minutes break. So, everyone is welcome to drink water, use facilities. I'll be back in 10.
Alright, see you in 10.
Everybody went on break, considering our GM is muted.
I'm here.
I went on break, but I'm back by now, so.
It's enchiladas today.
He's squeaking his desk and it's annoying me.
I'm not doing anything. It's just me moving.
Someone needs the WD-40
Or to retighten the screws on the desk.
or both.
Yeah.
Walmart. I have to look at cable options. Because now I officially have given notice that my current internet option is not safe for the house. Tripping hazard.
Wait, what?
The only reason my PC has internet at all is because I have a Cat 5 cable that is just barely long enough to reach the modem, but it's on the floor right now. For me to do the fancy thing of wiring it along the ceiling, I need something that's longer. This is a group home. A tripping hazard is a legal liability, not just something that you can ignore because you're an idiot and then just eat the medical bill later.
Fair enough.
No, that's way too pricey. Oh, that's right. We're no longer Cat 5 at this point. Cat 5 is fucking deprecated. We're up to Cat 6. So it shows how long I've been using computers. Edit address. Oh, right. Since we're on pause, I should let everybody Lizard Cam.
Lizard camp! Lizard camp! Pancake!
Quartz. Oh. Fair enough. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to do Amazon. As my local Walmart does not have anything longer than 50 feet. Oh, here we go.
Hi.
Hi.
I downed a whole bowl of pasta in 5 minutes and got another one. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Wow. And I thought I was supposed to be badass.
Haven't eaten anything today.
Alright, time to check my finances. Can I do this? Money, blah. How much do I have in my wallet? Exactly that. Okay.
Money.
Do not like how some of these fucking things are named like 30 different. Like, wind chimes for outdoors, 38 inches, hummingbird solar lantern wind chime, Mother's Day memorial gifts for our yard. Bitch! Are you just trying to buzzword soup this crap?
That's how they do it consistently because it's how they get it to show up in the algorithm.
Ah.
Blame that on Google.
You can literally. This is Amazon he's reading.
Actually, no, this is
Yes,
Walmart.
but blame the search terms of that and Google and all search algorithm, which is why everybody started doing that, so their results would come up first.
Literally, you could
because-
type in any single phrase into any shop on any platform at this point, and you will get a result that literally has the phrase you typed in its title. Even though it could be something like, "Hey baby, how are you today?" You'll get a
I
result
think I've
that's
seen.
title is "Hey baby, how are you today?"
I know. I think there was even some research done. There were some articles on Amazon that were literally just, I'm sorry, I can't provide you with that information as per our policy. That was the name of the product. Because they were using ChatGPT to name all their items, and they kept getting erroneous ones, and nobody was quality assuring checking their output, so they just started putting items up that was literally just statements of, I'm sorry, my terms of service prevent me from giving you a result.
I mean, yes, that happened even more so with ChatGPT, but that was even a problem before ChatGPT came, because they would just literally program, okay, here are popular phrases and that they got reverse engineered and just shove those in as just basically hard-coded lists kind of things of, and just do a bunch of crap. But yeah.
I'm gonna AFK for a few minutes. I have to take my next dose of antibiotics, so I have to go grab it.
Okie dokie. What are my dimensions of my window?
1,000,000,000 by 3.
No. Hold on. 1867 by 1219 millimeters. Okay. I was also looking on getting a privacy screen because this bedroom faces cul-de-sac, which is nice and all. But when you're more comfortable without clothes, you don't want to have to force the neighborhood to get brain bleed. And this window is low enough that they can probably see that. The other reason is I want to get a stained glass window applique, because then that adds some color to an otherwise white room I have.
Yeah.
I honestly, though, may just go to frickin' Walmart myself to see these, because again, I get so disappointed by trying to look at these online, and they just all have that buzzword.
Yep, they do.
Waka laka.
Zig zig zam.
Photosynthesis.
Yeah?
Let me check my list here of things that I wanted specifically, because I wrote these down just in case I forgot one. I feel like I'm forgetting one. Might just have the weekender, or not weekender, the weekday guy drive me to Walmart myself. Or, actually, yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to pay the shipping and ordering fees. I'm just going to have a day where I have him take me out and just buy this shit, because I don't care if shipping is quote-unquote free after this price level. I don't trust that I'm going to get quality parts unless I can see them and hold them. This is what the
Stuff
internet...
like that is why I only order from certain sellers on Amazon and so forth.
You don't order from any addicts?
Like, we get groceries for food online, but groceries for food, A, that's delivery, not shipping, and B, a lot harder to Chinesium actual food. Not impossible.
Oh, I'm well aware. I was complaining about Chinesium again the other night.
Now you're gonna have to give me a few minutes because I have to move my car.
Ooh, womp.
It should take like 2 minutes.
No. Brett was gonna record me singing the lyrics to Pussy.
I mean, I was gonna record. I was just gonna open my mic. And then you went, no!
Really? I'll be at your house tonight. The touching really
Oh.
smooth.
I should show off how good the cooking is from our caretaker here. Homemade enchiladas. They're fucking delicious. Yeah.
I'm back.
Hi, back. I'm Brett.
Those look good.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back. We'll be right back. I should show off how good the cooking is from our everyone else.
Brett didn't actually make it so you could hear me singing Pussy, did he?
Nope.
Okay,
Or
good.
if he did, well, I didn't pay attention.
I mean, I tried for a part of it, but
Shovel has a car?
Shovel has a car, yes. At the age of 18. 19. He's young. Not much I know.
He got it a year or two earlier than I did.
Cool.
I refuse to bow to capitalistic society and own a money sink that I could kill myself in by accident. They're like, ooh, butterfly.
I work with cars enough to know I don't want one.
Fair enough.
Those things always fall apart and there's always so much to replace. And if you don't have a mechanic, it will be very costly. I mean, I help my sister sometimes with her car,
Mm-hmm.
mostly by ordering parts through our...
Because you get a company discount because you're an actual business, not individual.
Exactly. It is much cheaper this way. So, unless you know a car mechanic that is a good friend of yours, it's quite costly. And then again, I did some small things for her car as well, like changing the light bulbs in the front lights and such.
Hi.
Well, my brother.
Hi.
Hi. My brother was a car nerd, but even then, he didn't do traditional cars. He did Japanese sports cars. He had like a Z100 something. I can't remember what. That was his project car. It never got onto the road, practically.
The point is, a car upkeep is expensive. So, Shovel, you have a car? That's neat.
Yeah, I've had a car.
Cool. Do you just have it, or do you have a driving license as well?
Yeah, I can drive.
Cool. If you ever drive to Russia, I can give you a good discount on the repairments.
It might even be free if you get them out of Russia.
Oh yeah, if you get me out, I will fix anything for free if you tag me along with you on the way back.
Honestly, my car would probably be the most conspicuous. It's basically a big black van SUV, like, looking.
Oh, so you could just pretend to be the Gestapo or whatever.
I literally look like an FBI car.
Cool. Cool. If we put some police lights on top of that, yeah, we'll be able to drive anywhere.
Or you just keep it black and you can just pretend it's Secret Service getting ready to erase somebody for wrong thing.
That's what the police lights are for. Because those people like to announce themselves.
Oh, I didn't know they had heat.
I mean, who is going to do anything about it? So, but I digress. This thing aside, shall we continue then?
Yep.
As long as Brett doesn't record me singing pussy.
Will you two stop it? I can't reach through the Ethernet cable and strangle you both.
Why not?
Skill issue.
Kinky.
Skill issue.
See, you can't fire back at me with kinky. Again, 18 plus advocate here. Knowledge of that kind of stuff is sort of my forte. Doesn't squid
Delta,
me.
I've told you before, I'm a masochist. I know about that stuff too.
But before
Ah.
we lose our audience,
Or gain some.
wrong kind of audience.
Oh, the right path.
Kind.
Yes, hello, we talk sex here.
It's a good thing I've already marked this stream is not for all ages.
Definitely.
That's why I can get away with singing pussy. Show it to me.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. Epic, please. Cut the commercial. Wait, we're already on commercial. Fuck.
Just getting a bit lightheaded. Where were we? Right.
Going insane.
But yeah, we're back here. As the pages of the book flip through, analyzing whatever magic would be at work here. Oh look, there are visuals. Room.
Ooh, I can feel it through the walls.
Mm.
Oh, that's right. They have tremor sense. They'd be able to
I
at least tell
do.
where they roughly are.
But I digress. As the book does its analytics, those who are outside can roll your perception. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Perception. Mm-hmm. As a Dragonborn and Zook, while perhaps contemplating their thoughts and settling in, waiting for something to happen, you hear there is some commotion in the room to the right of you. Sounds like muffled screams and breaking of the fine pottery.
Whoa, where the fuck are we going?
Not
Mhm.
again.
As you open the door to the grand dining hall, you see, it seems along the staff of the mansions that you have the servants of the mansions you have saw so far, you see now there are some imps, Jackalwell, and two hellhounds that seem to be ready to assault the servants. And with that, we roll initiative.
I will roll for Phlox because he's in the hallway, but assume his turns are being skipped unless he gets called into the room or something runs past him.
Mm-hmm.
Should Lucas also roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's terrible. Fefik, I noticed something that I haven't been picking up on. Doesn't Swashbuckler give me a bonus to my initiative equal to my
Your
charisma
charisma?
modifier?
Let me see.
Rakish Audacity.
This isn't can keep yourself. Aha. Well, it's supposed to. Give me a moment. I will.
I think, yeah, you can edit the sheet to manually give a bonus.
Yeah, I will. Let's see. What was it? Just need to put a small formula in so it's calculated properly.
Oh, the jalapenos are doing the work. Hey, I am the pasty white fuck, but teriyaki, iciest meat frying in. Okay, I'm that kind of kid.
I don't like spice at all.
That's fair. But let's see. I'm hesitant with that kind of thing because it makes me hiccup violently.
Just have a sensitive diaphragm. Spice.
I just have a low tolerance for capsaicin, which is the spice in peppers.
I think the biggest
if-
problem. Oh, go on.
I was just gonna say,
Listen,
if I have too much of it, I get heartburn.
I'm getting to that age
Listen-
where I get heartburn too. Do I care? No. I'll suffer in silence.
Well, I don't like falling asleep with heartburn because I can't fall asleep with heartburn.
Oh, right now I roll initiative, boy.
Listen, I understand many things I hear, but being intolerant on the pride mouth is a bad thing. So please reconsider your tolerance to spices. Thank you.
You might want to talk to my lactose intolerance while you're at it, then.
Wow, double intolerance on the pride month in this group.
I didn't know you were such a bubble baby.
What, me?
Yeah,
Hey.
but I am just elbowing and like trying to be.
Oh, I just didn't realize you meant me. I'm like, what?
Yeah, 2 intolerances. You're like, at least it isn't as bad as like my grandma who had Crohn's disease or whatever it was that basically made her completely allergic to gluten. Which made me learn that there is such a thing as gluten-free shampoo.
Do you mean celiac disease? Because Crohn's is what Quinn had, and that affects the digestive, the lower bowel.
That's what Grandma told me, but she also said that I'm allergic to gluten now. But of course, that my grandma is an herbalist who's a health nut, so she cycles through allergies like times a day.
Alright, because Crohn's disease is the one that can lead to colon cancer, like accompanied with diverticulitis. Celiac disease is the one where you can't have gluten because it will make you ill.
Well, she did get ill with gluten, but also she did actually go to the hospital and did get diagnosed. I know as much that she did go to the hospital as she was having problems, and she did get diagnosed. So maybe she had a double whammy.
Maybe. That would make more sense than saying Crohn's is causing gluten problems.
But we're sidetracking here, I think.
Yeah, I was also sorry if the initial joke was unfunny.
It's okay.
But back to the game. Shall you may roll your initiative. It now does count in your charisma.
Yay! Did I do it? Did I screw up?
clicked.
I noticed that trying to get me to roll my initiative, I couldn't do it with the sheet popped out, so I had to pop it back in to do it.
But it's not
Huh.
popped out. Hold on, I'm gonna reset it.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Just in case, wait, I don't think this is... Alright, this isn't Pathfinder where the actual status effects will actually
There you
apply.
go.
Right, yeah.
That's probably what the problem was.
It was accounting the older initiative, so.
Okay, I didn't even need the +3.
Mhm. Let's see. Whoop.
That's a lot of die.
That's a lot of enemies.
It's so handy that with just a press of one button, it allows you to roll for every enemy. And to
Handy.
think this module is free. But let's see. Cueing the combat music. The combat starts. And Cracker is the first one to react.
Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is just drop my robe where I'm standing so it doesn't slow me down.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of whatever this is. Yep. Okay. And just from where I am, I'm going to throw a dagger. Specifically the blue one. You know, sparkly. At that guy. Shit.
Whoosh!
Sadly, it misses. But as it misses, well, even though the Hellhound over there manages to jump out of the way, the dagger makes a bit of arch and returns to your hand.
Just like a boomerang.
Exactly.
We ain't in the Outback.
Anything else?
Yes, I can walk.
Indeed, you have feet.
That's not what I wanted to do. Boop. And I
Mhm.
still have one more attack, yes.
Indeed, as a bonus action with your, what was it, short sword? Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
What was
Never.
that? What?
I've misclicked. Don't pay it no mind.
I guess I'm number one. Yeah? No?
Did it land perfect?
Give me a moment. Yes, it hits.
Yay! I'm fine with that.
hmm It deals nice damage, and it is a subject to the sneak attack.
Jeez, I have so much crap!
That's typically rogues in a nutshell. They just pile on a bunch of effects that play off of one another. That's why they tend to have high damage output if everything's fine.
Phew. Give me a moment. Where was I? Yeah. Even though you missed with the first attack, with the second one, you dealt quite a blow to the same. Anything else?
Nope.
Wait, hold on, I'm confused here. It says it's 1d6 on the feature. Why did he roll 2?
Yeah, because it's the description doesn't update, but the dice itself does update because it's the level for it increased by
Oh, it's
2d6.
not... Okay, so in the feature it's not described at this level. Okay, fair enough.
Mhm.
I did not know. Gotta be careful, do not accidentally unplug my PC.
Oh, jeez.
Suddenly the stream is gone. Plato is gone. And all the viewers are in suspense.
Action,
But yeah,
bonus
you may
action,
finish
move.
it.
Yep.
It's what does it take pressing on your portrait, I think?
Yeah, you can click on your portrait to pass your turn once.
Okay. I'm stupid.
Mhm. This jackal over there rushes all the way over to you and tries to. Where was it? Rend. What does rend mean? Mm-hmm. And tries to rend you with its claws. Hitting on the second try. Second try.
Second swipe.
Second swing. Dealing 6 damage. Mhm. This jackal over there rushes as well.
Luckily, you have a
Okay.
back against your wall, so you can't get directly.
This one tries to rend its claws at. What's his name? Later.
No. That one. Let me double check. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to use my goose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus Christ! No, you can't touch this.
And it does. You successfully move its claws out of the way. Nope. So, Brad?
So
Right.
does Lucas know about any of this?
Yes, by now you do start to hear the loud sounds of combat coming from the outside. What's in the god's name happening out there? No,
we
wait, the
didn't
wrong
promise
word.
him not to smash shit. Or we did tell him we can't promise not to accidentally break shit. It just happens around us. We're not
Mm.
guilty.
Also, that was the wrong voice. What was I? What in the tear's name is happening outside? Says the Catman.
Lucas would turn and go, it's like, do you want me to go check out everything? Or...
You better do.
Lucas,
Because whatever have possessed them now, I would prefer the manor would still be standing by the end of the day.
Lucas puts the book back in his backpack and heads out.
Actually, before you would put the book back into your backpack, you see the text appearing on its pages. You can leave me here to finish analyzing.
Lucas would we're gonna go, alright, and set it down on the floor, just on the other side of the thing.
As you do so, you see like a ghostly-like hand gently picks the book up and keeps it afloat.
Alright, cool. Now Lucas would leave then, so that's 5, 10.
As you enter the corridor, you see Plato being assaulted by a jackal bear.
So that's at 20 foot.
Mhm.
40. I don't have the speed to get all the way there without sprinting. Even with my speedy, unfortunately. If I would need to dash anyways, but I don't have bonus, so most I can do is just dash out there. Oh wait. As he sees him there, he would definitely wear shape then. If I can see what the tackle is. There it is. And I guess for the main action, uses dash.
Mhm.
Because this would be the 40-foot, so here's another 40 for dashing. So.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go here and stay, so the one does get an attack of opportunity against me, but it would be at a disadvantage due to speedy.
Mhm. Let's see. Can you show me the way you have passed? Once again, have you go through this? Mhm.
Yeah, so the one right in front of Plato would have attack of opportunity on me.
Mhm.
It's at disadvantage for speed.
Is that one? I'm sorry. Come again. Disadvantage?
Disadvantage, because I have speedy, so attack of opportunities at disadvantage.
Ah. Then that
Yeah,
would
just
render
took
it actually normal because Shackleville has the pack tactics.
Okay.
Either way,
But
both.
yeah, it would miss either way.
I was just about to say.
Mhm. You can finish your turn.
So that would be it, because I had to use my action to get the distance.
Reach up to the top of the screen and pass the baton. There we go.
Mm-hmm. And it's your turn.
Right. Who's this? Squeeze my way around and beat. Still not provoking attack of opportunity. I'm gonna go ahead and take a wild swing at this guy. Just one unarmed attack.
It hits.
Damage. Normal. And that's 8, but hold on, let's. There you go, Crusher. Move at 5 feet. Oh, unoccupied space if targets. Okay.
Mhm.
There's not really any point to it right now, so I'm gonna abstain. Because I always, my brain was thinking, copy it. So they already had a contingency for that. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well then I'm just gonna go ahead and lay into them again with a flurry of blows, using my bonus action in a focus point.
Mm-hmm.
I'll swing 2 more times. If the first one kills, I can split it to the other one.
It hits. You almost breaks its skull open.
That's another
Mhm.
hit.
You break its skull open.
The smell of gray matter is starting to become too frequent. Ooh. Oh, I got gray matter all over these robes. Oh well, I worked with the dead. So basically, all he does is he circle steps around this one and just excuse me one moment. Absolutely fucking blazes this guy until he all giblets.
Hmm. You see how this imp over here screeches? Oh, where was it? Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Do it, you can
Come on,
do
where
it.
is it? Thank you. Book! Grab the book! And you see how this hellhound suddenly lets go of this man over there and starts dashing towards the bedroom.
Will I get an attack of opportunity?
Yes. And play to will as well.
Yep.
Put
Yep.
it. How much was it? Ooh.
This is actually one of the points where I would like to actually use the crusher. That way they make them eat 5 foot of movement.
I swear these hate me!
Also, attack of opportunities cannot be performed with spells or cantrips.
Really?
Yes, unless you are a warcaster or I think the Blade
okay.
Dancers also had this feature.
Hang on a sec then. What do I have for other attacks?
Bite,
Yeah, I
dagger,
think that's it.
quarterstaff.
I mean, I have
Anything
weapons that
really.
fight is probably the quickest to get to. Alright, one sec.
Mhm. Yeah, let's see. 5 is that one. That should be here. Yeah, both of those hits, both of you can roll damage.
Alright. And also because I am doing blunt damage, I am making him eat 5 feet of movement back toward me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wrong target.
Oh, that's my fault.
Alright. Just... Mm-hmm. How much was it? So that is 4, that is 7...
11
Yes.
total.
Yes. That would put it at... Yes. There we go. But yes, so it ends its turn. This imp over there tries to use its tail to sting Cracker. Let's see if it does so. For whatever reason it does so. As you receive 13 damage. Anything Vern would do?
Got hooves. Kick the
Well,
bastard.
he would definitely stand up, and he probably would have done that before that thing even got there, but DM gets to weigh on that. Standing up, is that a bonus action or a move action?
Standing up is half your movement.
Alright, so he'd still have an attack or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, he will.
Okay.
It hits.
At least Vern can hit consistently.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is the only target's prone him.
Oh, you're correct. Hang on a sec.
Use the horns instead?
Yeah, I should have clicked on horns. Do I need to
No.
re-roll even though it would be the same?
No, you can keep the roll.
Alright, one sec.
Yeah, this isn't kung fu here. You get his legs up that high.
I had to manually enter it because it was gonna make me do everything all over again. So that was 5 damage.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's it. Let me click.
Mm-hmm.
I would say put the deer in front of the door, but that would engage an attack of opportunity.
Perfect.
Yes.
It's the other Hellhound's turn.
Ah, sorry, I haven't noticed that the turn was passed.
Hmm.
But let's see. That would be.
You can hold control when you let go to build a path. Yeah, you hold control, and then you let go of the left mouse button, and then you click again, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that is hitting attack of opportunity range for
Everyone.
One except Crap.
Yes.
yeah, but
Oh, yeah, 'cause I've already-
and Sal already used it. So
Dude,
it would be just
Oh, yeah, sadly your actions are spent, so. Whoop. Whoop. Whoop.
I would still get one though. So
Come again?
Lucas would still get the attack of opportunity, but
Ah, my bad. Then please.
Kato and Sal had used their reactions. So.
No, please, hit. It hits.
to be fair, you don't have Sentinel, so all of this is just extra damage.
I mean, damage is a damage.
I know. I was talking about you back.
It hits you, may roll the damage.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that because it says 1d4 plus 3, but I want to double check that because I thought it just changed the adversity die. But so I'm just double checking what that is quick.
Oh yeah, he might have hit a level threshold that changed his damage output.
Oh, he haven't yet. I've checked it. The ferocity damage is still the same. It's for the level 5, I think.
Yeah, I was just double checking because I was like, oh, nice. So
Oops, I think I applied it to you instead.
You did.
Refine yourself 5 hit points. Yeah, whoop.
Get that motherfucker! What I don't like is okay. I have to voice my complaint here, Fefik. How the fuck did they know the book is in?
how did they end up here in the first place?
They know specifically what room it is. They were searching this one briefly. But
Yeah, but
they
how
would
do
think
they
we
know
was,
that?
they would,
How do they know they have to search this house in particular? How did they end up here?
maybe their sense of smell is that good. Which also means, great, we have to be constantly on the fucking run with these fuckers.
But I digress. This one runs over to Lucas and tries to rend its claws at him twice. Missing both times. And it's Zook's turn.
Is there a way to target multiple creatures?
Alt Shift.
Yeah, it's Alt Shift.
Mm-hmm.
He screeches very loudly.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Which one was that? Wisdom, I think.
Wisdom saving throw DC 8 plus proficiency plus charisma ability.
Which is
Sure.
15. Wisdom it is. Mm-hmm. They both fail and are both frightened.
Don't forget the jackalware.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Also frightened.
Hell yeah!
I'm curious. Frightening prevents them from going towards the direction of the course, right?
Yes.
Does that mean if I walk past the zoo, that disallow them an attack of opportunity because they'd have to get closer to the zoo to get to me?
They don't exactly move, so it would still be
okay.
an attack of opportunity.
Wah. Alright, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Oh,
just have
that
to
was
check
the
one.
bonus. Mm-hmm.
Well, that was just your bonus action, so
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Brett explained to me that you can use a bonus action as an action. You just lose your normal action for that turn.
Well, you had used your bonus action,
They-
hadn't you?
But I have another thing that can use a bonus action.
Okay, well, fair enough. You want to
Well,
use your
I'm
economy
gonna
that
use
way.
it in place of an action.
Mm-hmm.
Up, freeze up. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So all three of them take 6.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, that's everything he can do this turn.
This one flies over and tries to sting Lucas. Again. Again. Eh.
No, it was double that last round.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of shovel, it's your turn.
I
Get that one. Stab him in his kidney.
Yeah. Or you can stab Plato and join the other side.
yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Fuck you.
I can do like 8 things, so
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Sadly, it misses.
Why are you swinging at that one? This is like a Darkest Dungeon when your pawn starts acting against your own will.
Mm.
Sanity break.
Thank you. Finally!
It hits. Mm-hmm. And the sneak attack.
There.
I love that we've all just gotten used to wiggling our pawns when things freeze up.
Oh yeah, for the record, I was doing it, but I digress. Where was I? Yeah. Do you wish to tell us how you undid it, or?
I chop off its tail because I'm pissed at it
Mm-hmm.
for doing that. And then the sneak attack, I guess. I don't know. Stabbing it.
Okay, yeah, I have enough.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's distracted with holding on what remains of its tail. You get a perfect opportunity to finish it off. Anything else?
Nope.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Mm-hmm. This. How long was it?
Oh shit, I just realized I might not have been able to do an attack of opportunity last turn. I think deflect eats my reaction. I'll have to
Oh,
remember
well.
that for future.
Well, this jackal will hisses at the zoo.
The Zook hisses back.
The jackal turns around and tries to hit Cracker. With disadvantage. Missing both times as the presence of the Zook is way too frightening. For now.
I love that this tiny, just over 2 foot long thing is so frightening.
Sometimes it's the things you can barely perceive that are the most scary.
True.
So I'm about to provoke all the opportunities, but
Now, how bad can that be?
so both of these guys that were just next to me get their attack of opportunities.
So let's see. Oh wait, that should be with advantage because Pack Tactics apologize. It actually hits. 4?
It would only
No.
have normal because it has disadvantage on attacks of opportunity. So if it has
My bad then.
yeah.
Yeah. Count it as not.
Okay.
And then the imp, also missing.
Do the imps have path tactics too then? I mean, it doesn't matter, it missed, so.
No, oh, it should be with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Apologies, I
It
keep
missed
forgetting.
anyways, that. And I don't think anything else is gonna matter here, so. That was 10 foot.
The closer door to the harsh reality.
I'm not trying to, I'm trying to prove. So that's 20 total. The one frightened, if it still has its reaction, gets an attack of opportunity.
It's too afraid to attack you.
Okay.
Bullshit! That's what I just asked. If I walk past, I can get attack of opportunity. No.
So that
Yeah?
Okay,
So that's 45.
I asked
Apologies.
earlier if I walked past the two, would they attempt to attack our feet here to this? They said, well, it's not technically moving, so it wouldn't.
My bad. It misses.
Sorry, that one. That was
Don't
Hey,
don't
I mean,
be sorry.
yeah,
Yes.
don't be sorry, especially since it using its reaction against me is better than against others because it's disadvantage.
Oh yeah,
against me.
it's net.
So
Now I
it's
can even
fine.
go after me.
Right.
You want to say something, Ainir? Or did I misheard something?
I didn't say anything.
Sorry, I must have misheard it then.
Okay. So that's my
Yeah.
movement. I am
Mhm.
going to leaping ambush with unarmed strike against the one. So if I hit it, it has extra.
Mm-hmm. It hits.
Alright, and so it must make a DC 13 saving throw or be knocked prone.
Strength, yes?
Strength, yes.
It's prone.
Yes. And it has damage.
Mm-hmm.
Another damage. And then with my bonus action, I am gonna use the feature that lets me do an extra unarmed strike.
Mm-hmm. You also attack with advantage because the target is prone.
Ooh, yay!
Yeah, advantage on prone if you're melee, disadvantage.
Sadly, it misses. It does the roll on the ground. You hit the floor.
As Lucas is here, he looks at the cat and goes, "Shut and lock the door!" And then my turn is done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only going to eat one attack of opportunity doing this stunt. Go ahead and roll the sting for this bastard while I get away from him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that hits.
Although, wait. He already used his reaction for Lucas.
Oh!
So.
Oh, okay. So he's already expended. Okay, never mind. I am just back here. Proper vision. 5, 10, 30, 35. I still have 5 feet of movement, so I'm still within my move, but I don't need. I'm gonna go ahead and just fucking lay into this bastard. Main attack. Go. Where is he? I go here. Attributes. Unarmed strike. With advantage because he's on the fucking floor.
Mm-hmm. It hits.
And with Crusher, I want to touch him.
Mm-hmm.
With my last 5 feet of movement, he still has reaction, right? This is the one case where I might actually get.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna risk it. And I'm going to occupy the space that I've now just blocked the door. Okay.
As it manages to bite it just as you move away.
Okay, I want to reduce. Heal, let's see, 8. So that is my reaction this round, but I don't take these back to 30. Reflect, that did not take a bonus action. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this man while he's down. Spend another key point in Flurry of Blows.
Mm-hmm.
That's 7 extra damage. Roll for another. Once you apply it, of course. There you go. Roll for another one. At advantage.
It hits.
Damage again. I'd like to apply Crusher again and nudge him yet another 5 feet. If I'm not.
How many attacks do you have?
I have 3 attacks tops. If I use Unarmed Strike and then Flurry of Blows, that's 3 total.
Hmm.
But that's another
You
key
keep-
point wasted.
You kick the dog twice.
I am a horrible, horrible person kicking dogs.
You are? Your alignment shifts.
Kick the puppy! No, don't kick the puppy!
Well, it's still frightened. The hound steps up and you see how the flame starts to arise at its muzzle. As it suddenly exhales the cone of fire. Right at both of you. Roll me your dexterity saves.
I make it.
Mm-hmm. You both take half
7.
the damage. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that is turn. It's Vern's turn.
Skewer him! Skewer him good!
Hang on, let me open the thing.
Oh,
Sadly, it misses.
Yeah. Well, Fox isn't gonna move because that would be stupid.
well,
Try
it's,
to hold.
it's already wasted its attack of opportunity on D, so you can move burn it.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of reaction combat. Almost everybody has a use.
I mean, to be fair, I was like actively pulling.
You were pulling aggro, you were doing the tank thing.
Also, disadvantage on aperture.
Again, that's why I say your tank things are actually built to try and not be hit. Or at least eat people's actions.
Also, I mean, the fire damage, so I don't have it, but for a lot of resistances too, so.
Mm.
Yeah, I can't deflect flames, but if they try to bite me, I can deflect them.
You see how this hellhound does pretty much the same. Mhm.
I think you got the Hellhound's turns reversed, but that's okay.
Do I?
No,
Oh,
we didn't.
Actually, I think I accidentally did. My bad. Well, either way, please, both of you roll your dex saves.
I eat 11.
Mhm. You take 11 and Lucas takes 22.
Ooh, crispy buddy. He tastes gamey. You shouldn't cook him.
You also see how the door is barely standing against the fire brass.
This is why I'm standing in front of it, trying to be the door.
No. Alas. This jackal makes it out of the way and tries to rend the zoo.
Did it pass through this square and has Cracker used his reaction yet?
Oh yeah, that's right. Shell, you can do the attack opportunity.
Flash your knife at him.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Roll
is it
roll
with
the-
advantage?
Roll your attack.
It doesn't matter advantage.
It hits. Now the damage.
Pokey pokey. Respectable.
Mm-hmm. I just slash it well as it runs past you. Sadly, no sneak attack because it's one per turn thing.
Yeah.
We also managed to sip its claws into the zoo.
Ow.
Didn't have damage. And now it's Zook's turn, and because it's start of your turn, they stop being frightened.
Nope. End of my turn.
Give me a moment. Howling. And
Echoing
then
howl. Frightened until the end of your next turn. So yes, after she's
until
done.
the end of your next turn. Alright then. Maybe we should stick to the regular stuff. Anyway, please, your turn.
Bonus action, more nightmares.
So the only thing is, if I step away from this one, it has an attack of opportunity, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because this one hasn't expended it yet. Every other enemy has been walked past at this point. They have done so.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take the chance then, because I really want to be able to hit all three.
I cross my fingers for you.
Sadly, it hit.
At least
So
it's
just
a
the damage.
At least it's just a graze.
Alrighty. I'm gonna do another influence.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you getting the plus from?
Agonizing cantrips.
Oh, okay, so it's a. Okay.
Invocation, but yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose I could technically look at your sheet and see that, but.
Alright, now I just have to
This was
decide which
discussed.
one I'm striking.
Okay, yep, I see it now. I was just curious. I don't like being. I guess I like being. It helps everybody's head. Oh, practice.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I doubt it's gonna come up, but if me and Ina disappear, the lightning storm did just start up, so. Like I said,
Ooh,
doubt it'll
fair
come
enough.
up,
Fair enough.
It hit.
Oh, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, at least
It's
you
dead.
landed the hit, even if you were. And it's dead too.
Yay!
As
It
the
gets
jackal
blown
is,
into pieces.
Giblets.
as the jackal is, jackal will have been updated to the jackal was.
I actually like that one.
Thank you.
Don't forget
Anything
to-
else?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she passed the baton. He. I'll never get that right. Fuck.
Blame my ultra feminine voice.
Yeah, I hate to admit it, but your voice in my funky brain is like, oh, you're wrong. It's a. Yeah, I have to squelch it.
After session, I'll tell you a short story about the issue with the voice thing.
Okay, it takes time. Just one.
Oh, that's not the issue.
Oh,
As the imp rushes past and stings you with its tail, it. Sorry for the pun. Stings.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he felt that stinging.
Mm-hmm. It's Shovel, your turn.
Five, 10.
Why are you going the long way?
Long way. Can I pass through bodies? I'm not even
Hey,
freaking looking.
Yeah. They're like
Yes, you can.
Okay.
they don't even count as rough terrain unless like the DM says there's so many bodies that it might as well be.
Holy crap! There's a lot of crap in this hallway.
Look at all the people you could stab.
Yeah, there's a crispy dragon. There's a crispy dragonborn. There's a crispy rabbit. There's a very envenomed possum. Probably don't want to eat that one.
I'm going to stab the jackal right next to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rolling inspiration.
Okay.
Sure, it hits in that case. I mean, you
Minimum
may reroll.
You can re-roll
If
for
you
a crit.
hit I... Yes.
Right.
It's alright. Mm-hmm. Damage. It's dead.
Ooh, all right.
Which means you could probably come up to here without getting risks of being swiped at and
Yeah.
flank this one. And then possibly, because you haven't used your bonus action, you'll use your bonus
I can
action.
stab again.
Okay.
Yep.
Then you would stab with advantage. Good right there.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, he's stuck under a token.
There you go.
And he kicked the corpse to the side.
It is, well, equal opposite reaction. He was standing on it and he needed to tell himself forward.
Mm-hmm. Oh, with advantage.
Yeah, that advantage
hit.
is handy.
Mm-hmm. And guess what? The sneak attack.
Alright, no, that's Discord shilling.
Hey,
Sorry, somebody in chat. Somebody was shilling their Discord and he was like, oh, this is good vibes. Here's my Discord account.
wow, really? They don't have any other place to do it at?
Bots are bots. But anyways, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Anything else? Shower. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Brett, you're up.
Lucas, the first one. Yes, Brett.
So I'm gonna tear into this one right in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Sadly, it misses.
Alright, bonus action since I used it as an unarmed strike to try again.
It hits.
The animations would freeze if we got stuck.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
I will move to the other side of Plato, so it'll provoke attack of opportunity on me.
Mm-hmm. It misses.
I mean, it would also be disadvantage. It looks like we didn't do that, but
It wouldn't have mattered anyways, because
yeah,
crit fail
it
on
doesn't
that.
Also, I can't move. I want to go 2 to the left, but it's not letting me move.
That's
You-
weird.
He wants to circle around me, basically. Yep, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Alright, and then I end my turn. I'm gonna refresh to see if it works.
Mm-hmm. It's your turn, Delta.
Oh, with him blocking that path of opportunity, I'm gonna take one step forward.
And one step back.
Well, we'll see. Lay into this bastard. First, what primary strike. I want to waste my resources all the way if I don't have to. He's not prone, so.
It hits.
Normal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I'm gonna lay into him with one more key point. The one.
Mm-hmm.
Once more.
Mm-hmm.
And because I have the ability, because I am a drunken bastard, I can. Whenever I use Flurry of Blows, I'm considered disengaged, and I can step back to continue blocking the door.
Mm-hmm.
Just for a free action, I flip it to bird. Why not?
Well, I mean, you didn't even have to disengage because it had its reaction already.
Well, I still wasted the point to do the Flurry of Blows. Bonus that counts as engaged by features. But yeah, no, I just literally just walk up to the guy and just discombobulate him a couple times and then step back with it.
Mm-hmm. The hound looks at you barrel standing, then turns around and looks at him. He tries to shriek something, but the hellhound jumps on it and stomps its jaws on it.
Did they shriek in a language that my Zook might understand?
Let me check your languages. No.
Darn.
As the in-body turns to ashes.
Oh, that's a weird health potion. Oh wait, no, did it? Why did it? Okay, I was thinking it went after the imp to try and heal itself off the flesh of its comrades, but no healing. It just fucking
You might
falls.
roll your religion.
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, sure. I am just curious what the fuck just happened.
You see, as it would be, most fiends and demons, if killed on the material plane, simply reborn back at the hells or the abyss.
It doesn't exactly explain why it went after its associate, but hey.
Vern is flanking. Does that mean he gets advantage?
Yes. Sadly, it misses.
Well, then that's all he does.
Mm-hmm. The hellhound turns around and tries to bite Vern.
Your goat really only has 10 AC? Well, I suppose it's not designed for combat.
No, it really isn't. He only engages in combat if it's necessary or if he's cornered.
But we see how the hellhound. Let me see. Yeah, good. It lunges a jaw at the neck of the maskhound, almost rending it open.
Oh dear. Alright, I'll have to that bastard next.
It's your turn.
do anything in melee range with this one here, I'd suggest move here so at least it's flanked. Or when it comes his turn, he'll have flank bonus.
Actually, if Zhao moves left only one that also give flanking, and then one of us can move in and take the second flanking spot.
1 sec, I'm figuring something out. Okay, I know what I'm doing, especially since one of my abilities lets me pull this out for free, I think. Let me double check.
I gotta stop fidgeting with that.
Okay, that's a bonus action for me if I take it out of my pouches, which it should have been in my pouches. I don't know why it wasn't in the correct spot. So he whips out the wand of magic whistle. Magic whistle.
This isn't Mario. You can't just escape. You can go whistle.
But yes.
Magic missile. Magic missile.
Now, if I remember
Magic
correctly, you can target with the missiles more than one creature, right?
That's right. One missile, one target. The same target can be targeted additional times.
So you can hit
Alright.
one for one and another with two of them, or vice versa.
And if I upcast it using an extra charge, I think I get one extra missile.
Yep. That's usually how the
So-
spell goes.
I'm gonna use 2 of the missiles on.
She cut out. They cut out. They cut out.
I'm gonna use 2 of the missiles on the one directly in front of me.
Roll the damage. You said one? This
No,
is, yeah?
two.
2.
Well, yes, I'm gonna use 2 of them on this one, and then I have to cast it again to do the extra missile because it didn't let me do multiple charges at once.
Yeah, each missile is rolled separately.
I mean, you can just click
But
on the
there is-
numerical. There you go.
But yeah, it's dead from the first one.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have to call your shots before it's fully unleashed. Otherwise, no, that's
I was
fine.
gonna attack those 2. I tried to target them both at the same time, but it didn't work.
Let's see.
There's the last one. Alright, and now that my Zoog is safe, he's gonna just move out of the way.
Shovel, it's your turn.
Come on, kick his shit in.
I'm gonna try. That's 30.
Kick the puppy. Kick the puppy.
I'm going to stab the puppy.
Sandwich.
Oh, that means I won't get to feast.
Almost a 20.
Dirty 20.
Almost. It hits. You might describe how you kill it.
I wanted to. Jeez, it's really dead.
Murderer.
I impale it center mass since I guess what it's facing one of the other 2 that's around it, and pull up so I also bring its spine with me.
With a rapier?
Savage.
Heck yeah, with a rapier.
Well, it's not much of a cutting tool, and it doesn't have a lot of strength along the blade, so it probably would have bent. But who knows? Maybe it had a flesh problem.
With this much damage, you could as well slash it open and then pick it out. But yeah, you kill it. Which, well, it was the last enemy, and so the combat is over. As you get a little chance to catch your breath, as the heat of the combat slowly dies down.
Okay. So, to assume those things can smell where the book is. We're gonna need to invest in some shielding for the book. It's being a lighthouse.
Yeah, let me go in and see how it's doing.
No
Fish
problem.
the cat.
And he just stumbles over it and
Lucas would knock twice on the door, go, the demons are dead, or devils, or whatever they were. You can open the door.
You hear the click as the door is open. Well, I guess sometimes you do know what you're doing.
we did say we couldn't promise you there wouldn't be property damage. It seems to follow us.
Right. As you enter, you see that there appears to be a text quickly appearing on the pages of the book. But before you get to read it, we end this session for today. What could possibly the book have found out about the mysterious ailment placed on the mistress of the mansion? We'll
If I
have to
wrote a
remind
rock
them.
in a bag.
Well, we'll have to remain the mystery until the next time. Hope you all had fun.
Yep.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Wonderful. With that, thank you all for participating. Thanks for our dear audience for being there. Hope those who will see the recording of it will enjoy it as well. And yeah, that wraps it for today.
Take care, everyone.
Cut the
Lizard Cam, I was getting there.